Hello and welcome, esports fans. We are here live now with the EGF. This is week number 2. Rocket League is on the docket. I'm FBI Tugboat. Joined here with me today is Shope. Shope, how are we doing today, sir?
Doing awesome, man. Looking forward to this action we're going to get today. It's going to be exciting. I know last week we had some exciting matches on stream that we got to do together, and excited to be back at it again with this Georgetown and Seton Hall matchup we have going on. I know two teams that I'm excited to see how they're going to fare here in EGF with this second week incoming.
Yes, sir. Many more weeks to come, but Georgetown, Seton Hall up first on the docket. San Jose University taking on William and Mary second of our 5 matchups here today. Villanova and Xavier, then University of North Dakota taking on Siena. Fairfield and then Niagara University to round out our EGF Rocket League stream here today for Wednesday the 14th of October.
Yep, that's it. 14th of October, baby. We're gonna get it going. I can't wait. I think we're gonna be getting this match started pretty soon once we have pretty much everyone in. And talk about what do you know about either of these teams? I think these two teams are new to the EGF, I believe, right? Because these are Big East teams, if I'm not mistaken,
Let's
and
see. So
just come in.
yeah, a season or so. So not have not been with EGF since the very inception, but both Seton Hall and Georgetown. But yes, I believe part of the Big East, and so joined last season. So this would be their second. Um, both of the, if I remember right, Seton Hall had some real flashes of greatness last season. I think even made it at the playoffs, but did not finish in the top 4 or anything else like that.
Right.
Georgetown, you kind of a similar situation, kind of middle of the road.
Yeah, I remember. I believe I got to see Seton Hall a little bit towards the end of the season, and they look like a solid squad that just need a little more to push them over the edge. And excited to see what they'll do against Georgetown here. Now, just want to get an update. Juke, do we have players in the lobby? Are we about ready to go? What are just want to check? Yeah, so just waiting on everybody to get kind of set up here and get everything going to start this exciting day of action. I think we have 5 matches slated for you guys here today.
Yes, sir. All best of fives. What last week we got, if I remember right, it was 2 different matches that weren't instant 3-0s. I can't exactly
Yeah.
remember there. It's a week ago. I can't be bothered to remember that long.
No, yeah, we definitely had some last week that went pretty long. We even had some 3-0s that went pretty long with all the goals that were scored.
Fair,
But
fair.
yeah, we definitely had some that it was the first and the last match. I remember them vividly. Where the first one almost looked like it was going to come back into a reverse sweep situation, but it didn't happen. And I believe the last one went down to the wire and ended up being. I think it was really a little bit of an upset. A team came in, and I can't remember who it was now off the top of my head. I was really impressed with their play.
Um,
They were so good as a team.
I just have
Um,
some of my notes right here. Hang
I
on, still.
definitely have it in my notes as well. Um,
I'm not gonna
so
dig around this too much here, but I know what you were talking about. It was a team that scored. The team that lost
Wichita
scored
State.
Yep, there you go. They scored one time every single goal, as if just to prove they can do it, but not enough to be able to take it home on that one. So yes, 3-0 last week. That was incredibly close after everything. We also saw the other side of that coin, right? There was one team that was getting like 12-1 every
It was
round, all the
Niagara
way for
over
3.
over Manhattan. Yeah,
Yep,
Niagara over
yep.
Manhattan. So
Gotcha. So Niagara here tonight. We'll be playing against Fairfield to round out this. 5 best of fives here. Fairfield
right.
hopefully will fare much better than Niagara's opponents from last week.
Yeah, hopefully that they'll do pretty well here. We're hoping and excited to see. I think Niagara looked good, but again, maybe weren't playing quite the level of competition that they're going to see from some of the other teams in this tournament going forward. But again, here just waiting to get this match started. Georgetown, Seton Hall, trying to get everyone in the lobby, get everyone going, and it looks like we're about to get it started here. As it seems that on my screen at least, we're starting to get lit up. That we're seeing some people join in.
Chope's excited. He's choking
Yeah,
over his own words here. You guys are making him emotional.
that's it.
There you go. Yeah, but I believe all 6 players here. I do want to get one from on that one. Let's try and get this up right quick. See else. Yeah, and some of these aren't going to be new names either.
Yeah,
Breezy. No, that one's classic. Heracles. No, Heracles might be new. I can't exactly remember. But yes, Hoya. That's Georgetown, made up of your Coco 2, Heracles, and Piv. That's PIV.
yep. Piv, but we're going to have Juicy who's trying to start it out, but he runs right into Breezy here as Green's going to try to cut this out and get the attack going. A little bit of a commit to the corner coming out from Seton Hall to start it off. But that's all right, as they're going to have a shot chance. Juicy's going to get it in, but not really threatening enough on the net. Not a lot of power on this. We're already seeing a lot of the ball as Seton Hall, but maybe a little bit of nerves there with a whip in the corner. Georgetown trying to find a way to get out of their half.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, this is still the very, very beginning matchup here. The two teams have played each other before, but who knows how they'll play each other today. That is always the tale of the tape. Middled out ball here, kind of, yeah, actually, so this one not spending a whole lot of time in the middle whatsoever. Solid takes both sides 45 seconds in to really assume the offensive position on this one.
Yeah, really starting to get it going. It's, oh, there's a nice little flick over the top. And again, we've seen Seton Hall have a little more of this ball, keeping it in the Georgetown half for most of this game. But besides that center right there, which got across the net, haven't really threatened too much with anything. Just have been looking for that opening, trying to see if they can pick and prod at this Georgetown defense, which hasn't cracked just yet.
Yeah, have not been tested too much, but a very good point, and it's good that they haven't quite yet. Something that has stood that test so far. Reaching down bottom, that's Koku. Yeah, so Hoya, that's Georgetown, did a good job of, on this defense, just taking over ball, really enveloping it, and getting this one out and away from their goal very quickly to resume on the offense. Very post-haste.
Yeah, they're doing a good job, like you were saying. They're keeping the ball towards the sides and out in front, but they're not getting really passes out to the sides to try to keep the possession. Right now, they're just kind of trying to keep Seton Hall from doing exactly that as the pass comes into the middle to Green. And finally, you know, you just see you keep peppering that backward in the corners and pushing it in front of the goal. And eventually, a missed challenge on the side is going to allow a pretty much open net, just one man to beat.
Yeah, so what you put, kind of like you said, you put balls around this corner enough, given enough opportunities, eventually the defense is not going to be able to get there and get behind every single one. That's just a perfect example of that one. Now Seton Hall up 1-0, first one's to strike in this matchup.
Yeah, first one's to strike, and again, they've seen most of the offense is here. This is a shot coming in. That was a nice little angle, but going to be a bit too high, and you're starting to see this pace pick up. Seton Hall with a fake, hit the faking chat. Gonna be able to go in, Juicy Tone. He shoots it right at Green, who looks like he's gonna hit this pass, but just doesn't get to it. I think it faked out Coco here.
Yeah, I'm definitely wondering what went through Coco's brain at that point. I think it was more so if I go for this at all, then that's gonna make it more likely to knock it in, as is just kind of waited for the angle. Did result in the second one, and kind of a wonky one at that. Like you said, not a whole lot of people rushing to defend that one.
No, not at all, but trying to get this going. Now Georgetown getting something towards the midfield, but that's been Seton Hall's bread and butter. They're doing a really good job of not overcommitting for the most part on these rotations up, getting some chances while keeping the ball in this blue half by, you know, rotating back to midfield. And I think you're going to see that here as Breezy comes out there. The next two players on the ball to really pick it up, and I'm really liking the rotation from them here to try to keep this midfield up, this pressure.
Yeah, the midfield pressure is always going to be the name of the game. A bit of a runaway. That was Piv that could have put one in right now. It just went a little bit too fast, a little bit too high on that one. Could be seeing a 1-2 lineup for Georgetown.
You could, and you know, I think that's maybe what they're going to be looking for here is the hope that Seton Hall overcommits and they go for a counterattack. That was their best opportunity so far, but not just yet. A little bit of a chance here, but Breezy with the speed to beat the defender to this ball. I thought it was going to go to the person in the middle. I believe that was Green, but he's not going to get there because Breezy is just going to be so incredibly fast to put that one home under the defender.
Yeah, Heracles getting a little there a little bit sooner might have been a big deal, but really just putting that ball back in the front and middle of Blue's goal is just not going to be ideal for that Georgetown defense.
Not at all. Oh,
ooh,
there
okay.
We go. You love to see it.
A little bit. Yeah, Georgetown showing off a little bit.
Yeah, finally getting it here. That's a nice little flick over the top from Coco, and then Piv. Great shot. He takes the inside route here. You know, most people cut off that whole goal, the middle of the goal, which is what Seton Hall did right there. And Piv went for the precision shot to the near post, and he's able to put it home.
Yeah, seriously, some skillful play on that one. Both of these two teams really fighting over the ball now. You kind of see it indicative in that last matchup and how scoring ended up winning.
Yeah, you definitely can. Oh no, Kuko not going to be able to get to that one, but it's going to be played right back to him. But we're seeing, and this is not a new thing, but I've been noticing Georgetown running out of boost at inopportune moments here a good bit. I think you have to credit Seton Hall's pressure with that, controlling a lot of the field, not allowing them to get a lot of boost. But it seems like every time Georgetown's had a chance to maybe make a pass or get out, for the most part, they've been a little lacking on boost.
Yeah, so what, mismanagement of that resource a little bit. I think that's what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
I
Little
hear you.
mismanagement of their boost resource, and I think Seton Hall also doing a good job of controlling most of the space to allow themselves to get some boost. So.
Gotcha. So really just picking up those big lone corners, right? It's
Yeah.
so much easier to pick up 100 at a time than 12.
That it is. But again, that's Heracles. Yeah, with another challenge, and he is in particular has had several challenges or passes where he's just been short on boost and has ran out, and it's kind of deadened the attack right here again. Maybe a chance here. They'd have to score immediately to get something going, but that's going to be it. Even if this one goes, it's too late. Seton Hall is going to take this first game in the best of 5.
Yeah, so, okay. Yeah, that ball now getting grounded out there. Seton Hall, 3-1. Well, we talk all the time about how I don't think this score is indicative of how close this was. I think that's a pretty good one. You know, it's not a score
Yeah.
difference of 1. It's not as close as it could have gotten. Seton Hall wasn't out here just going slap happy on anybody. Georgetown is not a team that's just asleep by any means. I would say that game one taught us about as little as a game can teach us, given that I know what these two teams can do, and it's like. I know the Georgetown can simply wake up here and come back and get a lot more done.
Yeah, that's the truth. I think Georgetown definitely can. They did play a little bit sleepy on the back end right there, but for the most part, had some solid play. We're pretty safe, but Seton Hall eventually just peppering the net enough, keeping the pressure up to get it going. So interested to see how they'll make adjustments. I think there towards the end, they started to try to pick up their pace of play a little bit and see if they could get some action going in the orange half, and it started to work for them for the most part.
Yeah, I think you can take a look at these numbers. Everybody on the side of Seton Hall and having them a score: 4 shots for Juicy, 2 for Green, 3 for Breezy, and then look at saves on the other side and just see a game that's very much indicative of Georgetown in control of the ball, Georgetown consistently making offensive shots, and Seton Hall being on the defense.
Yeah. Well, it looks like we've already got some guys in the match. So if we want to go ahead and start it, I am okay with that, Juke, just so we don't have to reset here. But about to get this second game started here. Georgetown Seton Hall, would not be surprised for Georgetown to be able to bring this one back. I think we've talked about that enough and are excited to see what's going to happen here. But getting it going, Georgetown Seton Hall, game 2 starting now.
Yeah, so we know they have the skills to pay the bills, as they say, but really the name of the game is whether or not they're going to be able to come back and actually show out, get that done. It's one of those easier said than done things, Shope.
It definitely is, and I mean, Seton Hall right now is popping off just a little bit. We're seeing Juicy come to the backboard. He used a lot of boost to get there and can't land on this one, but Green using some acrobatics to get to it. He puts it on target, but not enough power on it. Had to twist a bit too much to be able to do anything with it.
Yeah, the twist, I can guarantee after the miss there was a shout. You'll excuse you'll excuse that one. But yeah, that was a really good opportunity for Seton 2 to go up there. There'll be plenty more opportunities, but again, Georgetown's not going to be one that's going to go so quietly into the night.
No, and you're seeing that. The defensive rotations have been good. I mean, when Seton Hall has scored, I don't want to say it's because of double commits or anything for Georgetown, who have a nice shot here from Kuko, but he's not going to be able to get it just yet. Juicy into Piv, but not able to really find the back of the net here. And again, this is what I'm talking about, Georgetown's rotations. I think whiffs have been a bigger problem than their rotations, as we're seeing right here, not quite getting to this one quickly enough, and Breezy has shown this speed all day of beating the defenders to the ball for shots.
I gotta say, I like how Seton Hall is just kind of going with this kind of slower play around this goal, and then just waiting like a shark, right? And they see an opening, shoot right in for it, make for a very, very quick one. Breezy has shown this game and others he's very much capable of that.
Definitely has, and we're seeing now Juice Looks for the shot. He doesn't get it on the backboard, but to the backboard again. That's 2 opportunities for Seton Hall that they couldn't find net on. They were looking for it, but not able to quite squeeze it towards the side. And that's a redirect. That may score. Breezy has to make an acrobatic save, and the double commit allows Seton Hall to survive right there. Had they both not gone for that ball and one weighted back, I think that's a sure goal for Georgetown.
Yeah, that was a pretty beautiful play, not going to lie. I liked how Juicy stayed back and just really played his hand, not trying to make something out of anything, but Green and the rest of Seton Hall coming back around. Again, the repeated passes, only so much you're going to be able to do even a team like Georgetown.
Yeah, and again, this is a situation where Piv and Heracles both out of boost. And when you have that kind of situation for Georgetown, which is a situation that we've talked about is happening again and again for this team, it's tough to deal with those shots that are high like that. And of course, right there, Piv's not able to get to it. Breezy gonna add another one here. No, Green saves it, trying to help, but ends up putting it out.
Yeah. Okay. So, wrong way there, Green. Just a little bit confused on that, but that's going to be a-okay. Obviously, we know what he was going for. His intention was to help. His intentions were pure here, Show. But
Yeah.
just getting it done. Oh my God, Piv just got past everybody. They just got past everybody in this entire game.
Just straight down the middle too. Didn't really do anything crazy with it.
Fancy.
Yeah. Straight out in front of him, just catches everybody sleeping a little bit on their back foot right there. Couldn't quite flip back around to it and drills it straight into the goal. So great use of the space from Piv right there.
It really was. This is still Seton Hall in the lead. Georgetown technically down, but they've been in this situation before. They were just in this situation last game, and a little bounce action. Piv keeps it alive for Georgetown just in the nick of time, gives that the little special touch.
Yeah, very close on it, but is going to be able to get there. So, see here. Now that one's up. It's going to be for Juicy. He's going to miss. Green's going to back out, I think, wisely here. Realizes he doesn't want to make a mistake like they had just made on the last goal. So you give up a goal-scoring opportunity for a little bit more sure defense, and we'll see if it's paying off for him. But right now, difficult ball for Breezy. Hugo's going to play it around to Heracles to the back wall. Is anybody going to be there? It's tough for Breezy, but he saves it out. And now it's going to be Juicy going the other way with it, clearing it long.
Yeah, so something I've definitely noticed is that it seems like frequently both of these teams are willing to just go for the straight-up verticals, like almost like the basketball, tip-off jump, right? You just put everything you have into just getting straight up there to maintain possession of this ball. It is paid off a little bit. Obviously, there's not a whole lot you can do when it comes to speed when your main point man has dedicated everything in, but it is very interesting to see how it's influenced this game so far. Ball put up. Breezy should be trying to get on top of this.
Yeah, Breezy did try to get on top of that, but he's not able to. And it looks like, another down. Almost walked into a second goal, but I would agree. They're definitely trying to stall with those midfield, like, vertical touches. Especially coming back the other way. What a fake! Juicy played it low and tried to get the 50 on the goal line. It was a beautiful play, but unfortunate for him, the backline defender there was able to read it.
Yeah, so that was another situation of a Seton Hall player just seeing a shot and deciding not to make it fancy, right? Just trying to keep it simple. Oh, Breezy knocked that in the corner. That's me, Juicy, who really gets the alley-oop on that one.
Yeah, right here, Breezy gets the shot. He's a little bit too close to the goal. You'd like to see him backed out just there, but he's able to put it on target and in a spot where Juicy could come barreling in to finish it off. And that'll give Seton Hall a 2-goal lead. 42 seconds left. Georgetown is going to have to pick up the pace and get something going. That may be a break they need, but no, it's a fake kickoff from Seton Hall. Look at this, a set piece off the kickoff from the team.
Yeah, that redirect goes about as on point as you get. Really happened to stretch there was the Georgetown player, and just like that, that sand is slipping through the hourglass here, Show.
It definitely is. You'd love to see that right there. You can see the practice from Seton Hall on that fake kickoff where they had everyone in the right spots and were hitting the ball right towards everybody correctly there. So love to see that. Can definitely see this team has been practicing together, and it's showing off right here. Is barring some miracle, which I don't think is going to happen with this ball going to the wall, it's going to be a Seton Hall victory in Game 2, going up 2-0.
Abe, who even takes this? Georgetown even got a nice little flick there at the end. Would have only seen a 3-2 scoreline at the absolute most. That's going to be another 3-1 though. Interesting stuff. So yeah, honestly, this is pretty much the exact same thing as first game, right? You have Seton Hall, you got 3 players. That promise, that's George, that's Juicy, that's Breezy, and that's Green, and they're all going to get an even amount of scores. They're all going to do relatively similar things. One player
Yeah.
does stand out with the shots. This time it's Juicy. Last time it was Green, or last time it was Breezy. Excuse me. Pretty much the same amount of saves. 2 for Breezy, 1 for Juicy, 1 for Green, and then kind of just what like that 60% of what they put it forward from Georgetown. And then same exact scoreline as well. Very, very similar games, I have to say.
Yeah, very, very similar games. Again, a lot of Seton Hall in this game. Like the last game, Georgetown taking advantage of really the one good chance that they had, dribbling it all the way across. That was Piv that was able to do that. But for the most part, it's just they're just not seeing enough of the ball, and especially not seeing enough of the Orange hat. Now, you're not seeing a whole lot of super threatening opportunities from Seton Hall right here, pushing up or anything, but you're also not seeing the ball get into their half. And I think that's the way that Seton Hall is content to play, and it's working out for them right now. And we'll see how it works out here going into the next game.
Yeah, honestly, if I'm getting asked a question about what Seton Hall does, this is a don't fix it if it ain't broke situation. They just put up 2 games back to back, 3-1, with almost the exact same stats performances from their players. And again, you could I think take snippets of the individual goals and replace them through that first 2 games and really come out with something that you could not tell the difference between. Seton Hall continue on. We saw the last game, especially last like 35, 45 seconds or so. They kind of switched in that mentality towards like a little bit of a keep away, especially the last 10 seconds or so there. That really did take them the game. No reason to fix it if it ain't broke. But oh my goodness, that's Heracles coming in with the Herculean effort, and that's gonna put up Georgetown in the beginning up for the first time in this matchup.
Tugboat working on 20% right here with no sleep, and still cannot help but think of every pun that he can.
Yep, this is true.
So
This is true. It's a default.
the brain is always set to pun mode, and I love it, man. Got the Herculean effort there from Heracles, so love to see it. But Georgetown striking fast here, something that they needed to do because they have been on their back foot for the entirety of this series.
Yeah, so that really is the big difference here. This really is the tail of the tape. No, it's not. Green said down 1-0. What is that? A lead of 1 is no lead indeed in Rocket League.
Yeah, this is incredible right here. Cutting it in and then getting just the double jump, a nice little pop over the top. Green almost running out of control with that ball, but gets just enough control on it to put it over the defender and quickly equalizes for Seton Hall.
Yeah, that really, I mean, not just score-wise, but momentum and kind of mentality, right? That really was a very solid shot for Georgetown, as it is in the action that we've seen the past 20 seconds. So nothing super inspiring. I would not be surprised if this is another 3-1 victory, narrow victory for Seton Hall.
Yeah, this definitely has the makings of that, but I'm already seeing Georgetown here get some more pressure, get a little bit more presence, at least towards the midfield. Maybe not quite in the orange half too much just yet, but the ball starting to get kicked out just a bit more. Ooh, what is that dunk? Almost falling to Green. And Green's going to take it, but not going to be able to be there. Seton Hall, though, starting to try to worm their way back into some pressure and some possession.
Now, is that the first demo of this game, and is that like kind of mark here a change in the game plan?
It may. And, I'd love to see that. A team that's as rotation heavy as Seton Hall is this. It's out wide. Kuko going to be there anyway. One of the best ways to break up a rotation is just to take out a player from being able to rotate, right? So
there you go. What's the Karate Kid quote? Best block is no be there.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's it. Best block
he simply does not exist. He cannot affect the trajectory of this ball.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So you have to start going into a 2's rotation and then try to adjust it to a 3's. I mean, again, nobody's there. Nobody can do it, but right now, just ping-ponging back and forth in the middle. Breezy. Oh, Heracles just barely there. Juicy got there very quickly.
Yeah, that's really solid play on that by Heracles. That was about as close and as personal and up in your face as you get, really. Juicy now on a runaway. Oh, too hard. He goes back there towards Green and hits it across. Not even really top bar, above top bar.
Yeah, Green's just not quite getting up on that one as fast as he'd like to. Got a lot of speed on it. Got it a little bit too hard and unfortunately not able to control it. But still no harm. for Georgetown just yet. Looking for a bump here. Maybe no. Breezy runs out of boost, and now he's going to go try to steal boost with the ball in his own half. Chance for Georgetown, but that's a crucial win from
Is that?
Kukoc.
Yeah, okay, I was gonna
Oh,
say that was on point. Green just sent a flying ball from, we'll call that 4/5 field. Like, not even talking about quarters at that point.
no. That's way down there. That's probably further in it than going from goal to goal because that's at the corner,
Like
right?
from
So,
corner,
like,
yeah, exactly. Like straightest, or what, the quickest way from point A to point B is like a straight line. So that would
yeah.
have been goal to goal. Yeah, from the corner, that literally probably was even farther. Interesting stuff. High level Rocket League, you're really not gonna have bounce away plays that end up in scores like that very frequently.
No, I think right there you saw, I believe it was Heracles on the back wall. He got tripped up on the post a little bit. Probably didn't think he needed to panic as much as he did, but what a double tap from Juicy, just missing. Now Green has a chance to finish it, and he does. And he has been a consistent presence to finish these shots in this game.
Yeah, that's just that's one of those, as you guys just saw in cam, that just makes your finch or your face. What did I say? Finch? Your face quench. That's what I was trying to say. That was a juicy goal. Juicy goal. Gotta throw that in there. No
Actually,
pun, no nothing, right? Yeah.
actually, it was a green goal, not a juicy goal. But whatever.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I see what I've done here. I see what I've done. I'll see myself out. 90 seconds in here. It was thick. It was spicy. I like to see it all the way through. It's stuff like that. You just kind of like have to quench and realize, man, that was very well planned out.
It definitely was. And look at this scoreline, Tugboat. I mean, are we going to see it yet again? The consistency is Kukoc. Oh, man. That was surely an opportunity. A great infield pass. Just unfortunately not able to get there to maybe break this 3-1 curse Georgetown Seton Hall have had going on.
Yeah, you were saying, and I was thinking maybe I might actually be asleep and just hitting the deja vu dreams over and over again at 3-1 scoreline. It's really not something, I'm not sure if you guys watch Rocket League very frequently, but it's really not something you're going to see every single day. Games 1, 2, and what's looking at 3, 45 seconds away from 3, having the exact same scorelines.
No, I mean, I think consistently you're just going to see Seton Hall be, I guess, a 3-1 better team than Georgetown to let pick up Piv. He's going to have a chance. This is a breakaway, and oh my lord, I think he flipped off his nose on that flip and was out of control on it. Loses the ball right here, but oh, Seton Hall really getting into each other on this one. Not able to do too much with it. Heracles over the top. Is that going to fall in? What a read from Kukoc to finish it all.
There you go, rewriting history, you might call it. 3-2 now. No more 3-1s here, Shove. That's scores for losers. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, man. Interesting from Juicy right there. Kind of thought he might drive up that back wall or jump at it, one of the two, but instead decides to just wait on it, thinking that Kukoc's not going to have that read. But what a read from him right off the backboard. Doesn't even let it get off it too much before he's able to put it home.
Now, that was impressive, but this is Seton Hall with 9 seconds left, still up by 1. Georgetown needs another.
Well, they're not going to get it if they don't get this ball, and they're going to have to get it away from Breezy. He's going to take it up the wall. I think he's comfortable just punting this to Juicy, letting it hit the ground maybe, and Piv with the unfortunate touch gets the top of his car. No nose there. Can't keep it up, and Seton Hall takes it 3-1, 3-1, 3-2 with a 3-0 series win.
Yeah, a lot of threes there, followed up by a different number. But yes, Shope very, very accurate on that one. 3-1, 3-1, 3-2. Georgetown pulling it out and getting a little bit closer in the last game, but just not able to surmount that third goal kind of in post there. And we're not able to break that, unfortunately. 7 shots out from Seton Hall. I think again that was very indicative of the first 2 games. Something I think just the number. Yes, Breezy didn't have any shots given by the game of Rocket League. It wasn't registered on there as something that he got points for. But I think 7 is a pretty like similar number to what we saw games 1 and 2, and then 4 shots on the other side for Georgetown. Again, pretty freaking similar.
Yeah, really, really similar right there. So we'll see. But that was great stuff from that matchup, that Big East matchup, Seton Hall and Georgetown. Seton Hall, again, just I think looked a little bit more in control than Georgetown did.
Yep.
Had a little bit more just comfort in that situation. But I mean, Georgetown last week got a forfeit win. So, maybe they're just a little cold, haven't had the chance to play together in really an EGF competition so much this season due to that.
That's
So,
totally fair. Totally fair.
yeah.
I mean, there's definitely a lot to be said for kind of like the use it or lose it kind of
Hmm.
mentality when it comes to the reflexes and skills of Rocket League, right? Got to keep it in practice, got to keep on playing to be able to retain those skills and the quick reads on balls and everything in between.
Yeah, especially when we're playing on stream and stuff like that. Some people start panicking a little bit when they play on stream, so can definitely kind of shake you a little bit until you get back used to it. But either way, still a lot of stuff to improve on there for Georgetown. Where you saw some flashes of really great stuff. I think that last goal in
Mhm.
particular, you could show some chemistry and some reads from that team. But I think that's enough with that series. We're gonna get on to our next matchup here. Hopefully shortly, it'll be San Jose State University versus Saint Mary, or excuse me, William and Mary.
Saint
Um,
Mary.
yeah, I was
Saint
thinking St.
Mary,
Louis, but
interesting
it's
stuff.
William and
Yes,
Mary.
William and Mary,
Yeah, my
San
bad.
Jose. Now, San Jose might actually be a newer team to the EGF. Not 100% sure on that. We'll get confirmed for you guys. We'll be back with you in just a couple minutes. Do not tune away.
What's up, guys? We're back here with the EGF college scene. We're about to get into our second game of the day: San Jose State University versus William and Mary. I'm Shope, and we have Tugboat with me, man, and we're excited about this one. I can't wait to get this one started. We've got everyone in the lobby. We're about just ready to start this one for you. Again, this is a non-conference action a little bit right here, not Big East or MAC or anything like that. These guys on the west side in, I think William and Mary actually east. So maybe a little bit of a disparity here between these guys. So excited to see how this one goes. Love the fact that we can see these different college teams play off in a situation like this. So we will see here as we get going forward relatively quickly.
Well, East versus West. Is that what I heard?
I believe so. I think William and Mary is on the east side, but I can't remember.
Well,
All the like Catholic sounding colleges, I always assume are like East Coast or like
them Catholics are
Midwest
all East
almost.
Coast.
Yeah.
I'm Catholic, so I can say that. I was raised Catholic, I guess I should say. Well, the beautiful thing about living in the era that we live in here, Shope,
Yep.
is we have these computers at the end of our fingertips. And just there you go, Williamsburg, Virginia. So yeah,
Yep.
we're gonna call it East. I was There's a super aside. This is not relevant whatsoever, but I was reading something that they went to the moon with the amount of like processing power that each of us have in our phones like now.
Yeah. I
Like
don't doubt it at
total
all.
total processing power, like putting zeros and ones together. Anyway, again, that is completely off topic. Let's get into this one.
Yeah, insane stuff. Now, if you think about it that way, but we're getting into this one. Is this one's to the backboard? And San Jose State is starting off strong, popping off already, getting to that backboard. One of the key things you can do in Rocket League. It's been a strategy since really season one, trying to play it high and over the top of the defense. And San Jose State looking to try to use it to their advantage right now.
Yeah, so San Jose State, is that the Sharks?
I think so.
Yeah, I like
Agree. I'm gonna
Yeah.
look, make sure, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what you already mentioned. I do love my hammy puns and whatnot. I'm sorry, Juke, I couldn't understand you. I do love my
Oh
hammy
no, the Sharks
puns.
is their hockey team.
That's what it is. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the semi-pro. Yeah, whatever. Not necessarily that. It's a dude with a. You say a dude with a sword?
I think
Not very,
they're
not
the
very
Spartans.
descriptive.
Yeah,
We'll
San
go
Diego
with okay,
Spartans.
gotcha. Spartans makes a little bit more sense. Dude with sword isn't very wordy.
Dude with sword is what I would have as my mascot
There
for
you
my
go.
team. But oh, here's a chance. Legacy's going to be able to score this one, and first goal going in for William and Mary over the top. This is a great little give and go right here. Out to the side, back to the middle, and a good finish, whipping over to get it high.
Give and go. Chope over here, he knows that I love alliteration, so he's giving me little snippets like this. But yes, very good job, William Mary in the orange. I'm not sure if we introduced these players at all. Ladster, Sunshine, and Legacy making up your William and Mary squad. Striking back now, the San Jose University squad made up of... Chope?
Oh, I'm sorry. That's their Legacy.
It's not Chope, actually. It'd be interesting to have three
Oh,
Chopes
excuse me,
on
I did that
a
backwards.
Rocket League
DD
team.
is Johnny,
There you go.
and Toaster the dog. Sorry, I was just looking to the side to see right there what had happened. If anybody had boost or anything for that, and got a little distracted. That's my fault.
I recognize this lineup, like, vividly. Yeah, so, Chad, feel free to chime in here, but is this a team that played for a different squad last season, last semester, last school year? Not 100% sure. They're playing for San Jose State University now. That's DD, that's It's Johnny, that's Toaster. And they're having some fireworks already, 1-1, right?
Yeah, they're definitely already getting some things going as DD plays this back out. Toaster looking for the shot. He tries to squeeze that corner. Not able to. Now out towards the middle. It's Johnny. Gets a nice little bump going again. DD down. Great play under one. Over another for the double tap. He's going to finish it. DD carrying it himself all the way. Who needs to pass when you can do this?
Yeah, seriously. Who needs teammates who can get it past literally everybody? Now, the last one was kind of gifted to him a little bit in the fact that the ball with momentum was already going over player and whatnot, and would have had to really stretch out in every single way, shape, and form for it to have come back and blocked that away. But still, all the props in the world for the first two. William and Mary down 1-2 in this series, in this matchup so far. Not series. This is the first game.
But we're already seeing, I think, a different level of mechanical play here from these two teams. These guys are already reading balls and getting team play going. What a shot coming out from Toaster, coming in from the side. We're already seeing, like I was saying, look at these mechanics to get from this angle on the side back around this and keep it enough power to get it over Sunshine, who's waiting in the goal. Great use of his nose there for Toaster.
I wonder if the phrase "to get it over Sunshine" has ever been used before in human existence, right? Like, given that sun comes, you understand my logic here, right?
I understand.
Like, it's not sure if that one's ever been said before. I frequently think about, like, sentences never been uttered. I think it's a subreddit. I'm not sure. I'm not that much into it. Now, that is another one we'll throw in here. I'm not sure if Toaster the doggo could have, I don't know. But, like, seriously, this coming in like that, I'm very surprised is what I'm saying. William and Mary has shown themselves to be a very defensive team so far. So to put this over from third field all the way up in the air with all the time in the world to get under it?
Yeah. It was for sure.
You say yeah, but you're not providing me any more insight here, Shope. I'm not understanding what just happened. I'm just playing
about it. I'm saying yeah because I'm trying to figure that one out because right now William and Mary they're letting me down a little bit. They started off with a nice counter-attacking play where they're using at least two players on the team to get some passes going back and forth. And since that moment, they've started to really just kind of crumple on the back end, and it's a little uncharacteristic for a team that had that kind of chemistry going forward. So a little worried about these guys. Hopefully they can clean it up. Maybe just a little bit of game one jitters here coming up against what looks to be a pretty solid San Jose State roster.
Yeah, yeah, again, absolutely. It's Johnny, Didi, and Toaster the doggo. Very familiar names if you're in any way familiar with the collegiate Rocket League scene here in NA. But yeah, William and Mary, it just kind of, I'm trying to put my finger on it. That's why I'm, jumping around with all these words here, Show. I'm trying to put my finger on it, what it is with William and Mary, because they came out just very well coordinated, and then have since just not been there so much. That what we just saw is a perfect example, right? Legacy coming out here being forced to answer this ball very quickly and then just putting the ball out as opposed to a pass, or as opposed to putting it in the wall, or as opposed to like slowing it down and taking possession himself and trying to dribble it up. As it is, William and Mary has spent at least half this game on defense. And when you're
Mhm.
on defense, it's just going to be harder to get scored on,
Good
to
lord,
score your
dude.
own, right? It's going to be way easier for DD to take it like that, to take a short range, kind of runaway ball a little bit that's coming off the side here,
That's
right?
the
And
second
then
goal he
getting,
scored
yeah,
from that
and then
corner,
just
man.
threading the freaking needle right there, right?
Yeah, like I
Like
mean,
there's a barest angle that he could have made it in there, and DD made it.
you put players in the left corner or the right corner because it's hard to score from there. But Didi has just come out over the toe. Oh my lord, is Johnny almost had a chance, but out from the left corner and has scored twice on this William and Mary defense. And I mean that is not an easy position to score from, but he's made it look easy so far, and it is really impressive. You know, maybe he just likes to score from that side, but fantastic stuff from him already. But yeah, going back to what we were talking about with William and Mary a little bit, I think maybe, you know, when the game's 0-0 or 1-0, they're playing a little comfortably and they're trusting themselves. But as the game starts to get a little bit more and more out of hand, maybe each of these players starts feeling like, look, I got to do more. I got to do more. I got to make sure I get to this ball. I got to make sure I hit this ball. And they're not thinking, where does my team need me?
Hmm.
You know, they're thinking, I've got to do this.
Yeah.
And again, right here, double commit on a pass where either one of them
Yep.
could have gotten it, and they both
Yep.
missed it because of the double commit. So I
I'm
think they're
I'm
starting
very
to
glad.
panic on that.
Yeah, I'm very glad that you brought that up because that. Oh, excuse me. That very much is the tail of the take here, right? A team more so operating as three solos instead of that hive mind, instead of that three people together, instead of teammates are going to call out who's doing what. They're not going to try and sit and really just take up the same role over and over again. You're not going to have a back man. You're not going to have a point man. Really, it's just the best person, the closest person to that position for the job. Really, just like any other higher level Rocket League.
Hmm.
And again, I'm not you're not crapping on William and Mary here, but I feel like they came out and really showed they knew exactly what to do, and then just didn't.
Yeah, I would agree. I think that they definitely did. And they looked comfortable, and then they just all of a sudden stopped looking comfortable. They stopped looking like a team that felt like they belonged here. They started to panic a little bit, but
It's not
hopefully
like
they'll
a
get their
trying
legs
thing
back under
either,
him. No.
like it's not like they gave up trying either. It's just comes out, bam, bam, hitting passes, hitting rotations, not really giving San Jose much breathing room, and definitely not giving up balls like that with DD coming in from the left side. What the first time he actually did get across three, right? Like so wild stuff. Almost in a just deserves world, he gets his score, which he did, right? But then he does the same exact thing 90 seconds later.
Hmm.
Same exact place, pretty much the same exact angle, just with one bounce instead of two.
That's pretty much exactly what happened. So I mean, that's it's crazy. I mean, when I played basketball in high school, you know, you always had guys that like score from different angles, right? Where it's like, you know, is a really good off the wing or off the corner, can use the baseline well, and that's really what Didi reminded me of there. A guy that would sit in like the corner, wait for the ball, and then just beat you off of it due to his comfort in that situation. Because I mean, it looked like he'd been there a million times before and had made those plays.
A threat from
A mil-
anywhere, I think is what they
yeah,
say, right? Yep.
right,
Say
exactly. And
somebody
so,
really, really make you think at any given point on any, yeah, if he's on that half of the field, then he's gonna be able to take the ball and just do something nutty with it, put some points on the board, and go GG and go next, right? Next
yeah,
rotation, next possession, next 50-50, next lineup here for this, right?
yeah. And so, I know we're a game late into this, but chat was asking a little bit for our picks. And while I normally don't super interact with chat, I'll go ahead and give you guys my pick.
Asking for
Uh,
picks, like
yeah.
selfies.
Uh,
There you go. All
yeah,
right.
I got you. I'm
There
gonna
you
take
go.
San Jose State because of how comfortable they look. And from looking at their roster again, they looked familiar to me. At least some of these names did, where I felt comfortable with those guys. So right now, I think I favor San Jose State, but I like William and Mary's chances to make this a series.
I'm a diehard contrarian. I can't agree with you, right? DD, it's Sajadi and Toaster the doggo. All three familiar names. Their eyes are like home, Shope. But William and Mary, I'm gonna have to go with it here. Again, they came out. I want to get the pissed off factor going, right? Like they came through, show that what they can do, and then just again. Just shoot, calling it like I see it, failed in doing so. I think they're going to come in here, they're going to get angry, they're going to get coordinated, they're going to take some shots they may not have otherwise done, but in doing so, they're not just going to learn some stuff. They're going to take this game 3-1 in the series. That's my prediction. No more L's for William and Mary. That's the only loss they're going to lose in this matchup with your San Jose State University squad. So say it's a
Interesting take,
Doug.
man. Interesting take.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, we are getting subs going on in here. We're gonna be back with you guys in just a minute. Just to recap, that's Shope here taking San Jose State, but he is not confident enough to give you a score line like I did for William Mary at 3-1.
They're
So
gonna
there,
sweep it
Shope.
3-0. They're gonna sweep it 3-0.
Oh, there you go. From the horse or the mouth of babes. That's the
That's it,
that's
right.
the
That's me. I'm the babe.
that's it. There you go. Not the horse's mouth. That might actually be a that might be an insult. Right? No, the horse's
Ooh.
mouth. That means like you're getting the truth, right?
I think so.
I don't know.
I
I'm
think so. I don't know.
again, we're like 20%. He said 20% earlier. We're coming down here. Nah, I'm waking up, guys. I
Thanks
got I
for
got
the.
my I got my Coca-Cola official sponsor. Actually, I'm not sure if I can even say that. Well, let's just go to break before I say something else I'm not supposed to say.
Oh, do we need
Oh,
to go to break though? It looks like we finally got
oh,
somebody
is
in the
it?
match.
Oh, there you go. Can't even reminisce on my mistake. No,
Nope.
but
We got to keep it moving.
oh, there you go. Oh well. We about soda drinker show.
I do like Coca-Cola. I won't lie to you. Big
Yep.
fan.
Yep. There's nothing like Mexican Coke, like the glass bottle Coke with the real sugar. Yeah, this is high.
Yeah.
This is American Coke. It has high fructose corn syrup in it, and
Hmm.
just a laundry list of other things that make it taste different from that glass bottle Coke. That it really does sound like I'm being
The
paid to
glass
say this
bottle
right
is
now,
the
but
best, but yeah.
I promise I'm not.
I wish
But
I
yeah,
was.
really,
Believe
just
me.
what yes, that is the goal actually, Shope. Let's switch the conversation to that. Hey Coca-Cola. I'm not too far away from Atlanta. I've enjoyed
No,
Coca-Cola products my whole life. NASCAR is cool. I know you guys have an entire NASCAR series, I think, right?
they have a full race, man. They have the Charlotte Coca-Cola 400.
There you go. Charlotte's not that far away from me either, you know? Now, casting NASCAR games, that would be
Dude, have you ever
a
heard
little bit
radio
similar to
NASCAR
what we're doing
commentary?
here,
Have you ever heard radio
Yes,
NASCAR? It is
I
insane.
live in South Carolina, so you'd be hard-pressed to not hear NASCAR commentary at some point in 28 years, because I'm
They are
archaically
good.
old, as opposed to most other people
Yeah.
in these sports.
Oh well, though. And again, my pick to win it right now, getting a little obsessed. Just San Jose State out here.
Oh,
Just
that's how
trying
we're
to
gonna
show
refer
up
to him
tugboats
now?
here.
Okay, I got you, show. Bias casters is a joke that we make sometimes, but yes, we have released the script. Me and Shops are just two different ones. We're having fun. DD putting this one up, and that's gonna be a change in car for the man Johnny and the man DD, correct?
I think TD is the same. I know he was in a blue. Wait, is that a change? I can't see him very well. It
It's
might
been
be.
I don't know. It's not the van.
That's definitely a change for Johnny, though.
Oh, that's like the mystery machine. That kind of looks like the mystery machine for the man Johnny right there. Although the mystery machine would be a little bit more boxy. The colors, that's what I'm saying, are kind of on point, especially for the tires.
Yeah,
here.
it really is. And John, whoo, baby! It's Johnny with a nice hard shot at last. He's gonna be able to save it.
It's Johnny. That's the quote from the Jack Nicholson movie.
The Shining.
The Shining. There you
Here's
go.
Johnny. Here's Johnny.
Oh, is it? It's not. It's Johnny.
It's here's Johnny. Yeah. But I was thinking the same thing for a minute, and then I think you said here's Johnny and got me corrected on it. But nevertheless, here.
You could usually not write that often. It's usually not frequently correct. 90 seconds into this one. On that note, all jokes aside, appreciate you producing a way of making our jobs as casters just so much easier, and that is not sarcasm. 90 seconds into this one, though, no scores on the board.
No, nothing just yet. Is coming out over the top. Ladster tries to find sunshine, and we're seeing already doing a bit better here. William and Mary is with a sub. I think Legacy was complaining that he may have had some latency issues, not quite getting the connection that he would like here. So,
You know what a John is? Like no Johns?
yeah, of course I know what a John is. I do
There
a lot
you
of
go.
Spanish commentary.
Hey, excuse me, friend. I'll slowly back up with my hands up in the air. That's what I would always like to say here. But I also say that no matter what, like they could, my house is burning down. I know Johns, man. Come on,
Yeah,
don't be one of those guys. We're 2.5 minutes though. My dudes over there. I guess I shouldn't say dudes. I'm not sure. You're assuming their genders at this point, I suppose, because I have not asked. I'll be honest. William and Mary, team, my guys, my three to bring it in here, guys, being the colloquial, not the specific, have come together and not have gotten scored against quite yet. So we are fully taking sides on this one. Chimney 28 might be the deciding factor in this one.
Yeah, he definitely might be bringing the sub in. Could help his Lancer. Oh, my Lord. He really made me nervous right there. But DD getting to it. DD really been a really big bright spot for the San Jose State University squad so far. Really trying to get things going. But I'm loving to see the pace of play that we're having here. It's been fast back and forth. No goals yet, but the possession is not as slow as we were seeing last game. Last series was a much more methodical type game. And this game is just chaos from side to side.
That's a very accurate way to put that. You just saw Toast the Doggo try to like tap this thing like 4 different times, and then when he finishes, he just kind of comes down, hits the ground, and Chimney slowly takes this away, just kind of brings the ball down towards the rest of the field to continue on the rest of the game. Like it was decently funny to watch. Ooh, double on this one, so that was actually DD that might have had a very solid opportunity on this one. Nicely done. That's Toast the Doggo sinking one in at 3 minutes and 41 seconds into this matchup. Game number 2.
And Toaster Dog reading this DD. I mean, I thought he was out of boot. Barely saw a little right there. So Toaster's able to come out over the top and put it in. And San Jose taking a 1-0 lead right here. But I mean, we've seen some firepower from William and Mary. We'll see what they can get going.
Odster taking this from down from the side, fly over the top. And okay, so again, maybe this is just going to be a game that's marked by decently easy takeaways. 100% sure. 60 seconds.
Yeah, we will see here going forward. Now, it's Johnny down the side, trying to get it past Lancer. Not going to be able to get there, and it's going to be cleared out. Maybe no. Yes, finally Sunshine. He came in to get it, but we're still pinging and pogging down this right side. Johnny looking for a center to no one just yet. But it's going to play out to Toaster for DD, but Chimney cuts it out, and Chimney already looking fluid here in his role coming in a sub.
Oh, that was a beautiful little serve up here. Let's watch this, actually. So it comes up, Johnny puts exactly where he needs to, bouncing down bottom. That's DD with a perfect little front piece action on that one. A little bit harder, this would have spin and probably affected trajectory a little bit too high, either the top or to the right. As it was, that was as perfect as they get. DD and the rest of San Jose up 2-0.
Yeah, really, really good shot. I mean, you couldn't have placed it better all the way in that top right corner. And again, DD showing his skill, man. He's really, I think, been the best player on the pitch so far. With his ability in the first game to score 2 goals from the corner and even from the middle, and has the assist and a goal, 100% goal participation here in this game. And now with 10 seconds left, all they need to do is waste a little bit of time, and San Jose is going to have this one, but to the wall. Chance, maybe? No one's here. Johnny's just going to play it high, and that's going to take out the time. And San Jose State going to go up 2-0 here.
My prediction busted. I'm giving you guys the fancy face. San Jose, yes, with that one. 5-1 is much more dominant. 2-0, different story entirely. William and Mary, though, not for lack of trying, 5 saves, only 1 shot. Excuse me, mine eyes deceive. That's that's going to be a marked difference, right?
But see, I think that maybe they just didn't have some shots registered, because I saw a couple of times where Ladster put the ball towards the net with some pace.
Yeah.
That didn't quite get put up on the score sheet. So
we're suing
we'll
Psionics.
see here.
That's the only result here. That is our only form of retribution. Psionics will be hearing from us. I don't know. Oh, 8 shots for the side of San Jose, only 1 save, but that kind of, that really just makes sense. William and Mary didn't spend a whole lot of time on offense, weren't a whole lot of shots made in. Like Shob just said, there was definitely more than just the one that was registered for the squad, but only 1 save necessary from the entirety of San Jose. Gonna have to see a more aggressive William and Mary team to be able to take this anywhere but 3-0 land.
Yeah, that is that's really what they have to do. They have to go for the reverse sweep now, which can be difficult again against a team with as much firepower as we've seen from San Jose State. I mean, it's going to be tough to do, but we've seen the flashes from William and Mary, and bringing the sub in really didn't hurt them all that much. So, if it did at all, really. So, we'll see. Maybe they can shore up that defense just a little bit more and get things going here in this one, but getting quickly started. We'll be going really soon here. Going into game 3, San Jose State, William and Mary. The players are in, and we're going.
Yeah, so I got like a philosophical question for you here, Shob. You're on the losing side. Would you rather lose game 5-1 or 2-0?
Probably 2-0.
Okay. Not 5-1 because of the amount of scores on top, or just the single goal score doesn't mean anything to you in that situation? Or?
Well, so I've always said, and so I'm going against what I always say, that scoring a goal, you got to feel good
I'm
about
so
yourself.
glad I get you to that. Go ahead. Sorry.
I've always said that scoring a goal, you got to feel good about it, because when you lose a game without scoring a goal, you got to feel like, man, we at least got to score one.
The shutout.
But giving up 5 is like, man, you know, like, it doesn't matter. It feels like that one goal just happened because they were dominating so much. You ended up with one time they overcommitted. So it kind of goes both ways, but I think I would rather lose 2.
Rather lose 2-0. Got it. Oh, okay. Yeah, that was Ladster actually. It kind of puts that up perfectly for It's Johnny. It's Johnny coming rocketing in. About 45 seconds in this one to put the first one up for the side of San Jose. So William and Mary have not enjoyed the lead so far in this matchup.
No, they haven't. Johnny with the switch again, going to the Dominus, and that's definitely for Toaster. I believe he's not Toaster. Excuse me. That's a Merc car I'm seeing for Didi, and I think he was in the Finnick before. Am I wrong, or was he in the Merc? I think he switched to the Merc.
Yes. So this is that more Vanny. Honestly, man, I'm horrible with names. But this is the more Vanny one, whereas he kind of had like that Ford Explorer kind of SUV a little bit ago.
Yeah, he definitely was in the Finnick and now is in the Merc. Merc, the tallest car in the game, got a recent update, which I would call a buff, because that car is hard to 50-50 now. And we're starting to see some people really try to use it in DD. I guess one of them here, feeling himself a little bit, up 1-0 in this game, up 2-0 in the series. Now Johnny up over the top. He's got the Dominus trying to hammer it home. Not going to be there yet. Now Toaster towards the middle and not going to find anything, but finally a little bit of pressure for San Jose State. But not enough for another goal. William and Mary carrying it out.
That's her took that over the top decently, but this is just like San Jose to respond to threats like that very, very quickly, get on top of them, and just absolutely neutralized out with through a litany of different ways, whether that's demolitions or just straight up takeaways, or just simply getting above and over somebody else with a lot more boost. And San Jose that's just consistently in control of this ball.
Yeah, that is the truth right here. They are more consistently in control of the ball, but starting to get some action here. William and Mary breaking it down the other side. Ladster, I think, has been really a bright spot for the offense for this team so far. Has had a few more shots than the other guys. Has done really well in Sunshine. The other traditional starter here trying to go in and find something, but it has been hard to find any ground against this San Jose State team.
There's something here with no Sunshine when she's gone or something like that. But I can't think of anything right now. Again, 20% everybody. Really though, and so what? You answered you'd rather lose game 2-0 than 4-1. I'd have to say that with Chimney coming in here, that has kept them. I mean, they were 5-1 first game, 2-0 second game. I'd say that's an improvement. So far they're only down 1-0. It's really I always say, lead of 1 is no real lead indeed.
That is true, but they haven't been able to score yet with Chimney in the roster. So on the flip side of that, you know, you've got to show that you have an offensive presence here, and this is going to be the chance. Ladster to Sunshine, but a little bit too far out in front, and I think San Jose State is starting to figure this team out. When they have the ball, they're not really giving them any threatening chances. Johnny almost all the way in, all the way out, and now Deep going to clean it up and put it into the net from midfield, using that Merc to just slam it home. Another 2-0 scoreline right now with 1:35 left.
Yeah, so San Jose, it seems like kind of the swap in game plan would be just simply spending a lot more time up in the air and forcing this ball to, when there's a solid shot on it, it's not coming from something low, it's not going to be bounced, it's going to be aerialized almost every single time, or the result is something like that. Oh my goodness.
Oh, what
wow,
a save.
Nicely done. The reach all the way, the stretch to block out from San Jose, they're not giving one up in this matchup.
No, that was really great from Johnny right there. He got all the way around that, does a little air roll shot / save to be able to get this one out. And what an angle from Toaster! Good Lord, he almost put that in, coming across his body. I couldn't believe it. I thought he was going for a double here, just get it off the back wall, but oh no, he does not. He gets it on target, but it's not going to matter, as there you go, Chimney making a statement here.
Yeah, it really was. So that's going to be side of San Jose dropping their first here now. Can gods bleed? I guess we'll figure out the next 62 seconds.
Yeah, I guess we will. Going pretty quickly though. Oh, that's a goal. Maybe no. It's Chimney going to be back. He scores one in, saves the other end. 54 seconds left. San Jose State has two guys up. There's a 2v1 on the back end, and he gets it around with he can't get to it. He has to play it middle, and it is cleared out. That was the chance for William and Mary, and they watched it just fall right through their hands.
Yeah, that was, like you just said, man, that was about as an ideal opportunity as you get. Comes up there. Teammate takes out the last remaining defender, but ball just gets a little bit ahead of him. We could be looking at a 2-2 right now, and teams lining up, but as it is, 20 seconds for William and Mary to tie this one up, and this is not the way for it to go. It's Johnny putting that up and putting it right between top bar and player. 3-1. I think that might be the nail in the coffin.
Yeah, Johnny was going to get this touch, but it doesn't matter because Sunshine tries to get the save away, but accidentally puts it in. And 20 seconds left. It will have to be pretty much double kickoff goal. You might have a chance to lose possession right here, come back and get a goal this way, but it's not going to happen as Johnny's going to cut it out, and now it's looking a little mathematically impossible, especially with this goal going to go in. A great touch from Toaster here to get it down to Johnny, who finishes it off.
Yeah, I do think that William and Mary was maybe trying for something a little bit deep there, trying to, rotate out, pick up bigger boosts, and then once you're fully ready, just pump all the resources into offense. Not really sure.
I think that's exactly what they were going for. They were just going to go for possession there, get the ball back, people set up downfield for passes, and see if they could get kind of a transition goal off the kickoff going rather than just preying on the kickoff. But unfortunately, not able to do it right here in San Jose State. 5-1, 2-0, 4-1. Looking pretty good here.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, so scorelines like that only dropped a couple different goals. Yeah, one single goal in game number 1, one single goal in game number 3. Again, I mean, I really like that question. The 5-1, 2-0, 2-0 question, but kind of a difference in just kind of like overall thinking and stuff. And at the end of the day, William and Mary did put up not just one goal either across 3 games. They found multiple. They found the 2 right there. And it was hard fought. Again, William and Mary came popping out, showing that they know what they can do. I just think the implementation thereof will be the name of the game for the next coming weeks for the side of William and Mary. San Jose does not need to change a thing.
No, I don't think they need to change anything. They've done well, and I'd like to see William and Mary with their full roster with Legacy in there the whole time, maybe without some latency issues, to see what they can do. But I think that's going to be it for us for just a minute. We're going to take a little bit of a small break before we get into the third series of the day. So stick with us. You guys don't go anywhere.
And we are back. We told you it would not be a very long break at all. I'm FBI Tug, but I'm joined here with my man Shope, and we got Juke down there in producer's box, producing away, making our job just so much easier here for the EGF week. Numero dos, that's number 2, Shope.
Oh yeah, thank you, buddy. I needed that translation. The best Spanish. Nah, I'm just messing with you. Excited though. Week 2, we've got Villanova and Xavier coming up. Two teams that really excited to see play to the better programs in the nation when it comes to a lot of things. You know, they're teams that we know very well. Villanova winning a national championship not long ago in basketball.
Yep, I knew that one.
Xavier's been competitive in basketball as well. I think these are two of the premier programs and that kind of thing, and looking to make their way in Rocket League in this esports scene, you know, which is pretty new, and EGF is really trying to help pioneer the way for. So excited to see what's happening here.
Yeah. Hey, EGF has helped many a college, many a high school set that up before. I believe they're even getting into middle school youth sports now here soon as well. No confirm on that. I'm not Tyler Stroud. I'm not the owner and organizer at EGF. That'd be the man you ask there, or just check out EGF's Twitter. That's the official EGF over there on Twitter, or our Twitch pages. We got loads of them now, and one for our specific games as well. How exciting! Villanova taking on Xavier, not Xavier, but Xavier. Xavier made up of Satisfied Onion, Valor, and Broseph. Villanova will be described to you by
me, Shope, and that's I'm a Horse, Riles, and Zen. Love the name I'm a Horse. One of my favorites so far that we've seen.
There's no question about what his name is or what the statement is, right? Like it is very straightforward. There's no question, right?
None. No question at all. He knows exactly what he is. Ooh, he has the shot almost go on target. Riles trying to come under with it, not going to be quite there. But man, already Villanova with a little bit of pressure on the Xavier net. And oh my gosh, I thought Riles had squeezed it in, but he couldn't quite get the bounce to go the way that he wanted.
Is that like the 5th demo? No, not 5th. 3rd demo so far, at least. It's been, if that's 3rd, if not 4th, or something like that. These two teams absolutely going at each other. Yeah, Satisfied Onion, Valor, and Broseph. 3 players who have been playing together with each other for quite some time as well. I've noticed something about their names. Here you go. I'm a Horse, putting it in, making it look easy. So I gotta say, Xavier, it seems like between Satisfied Onion, the true random gamer tag, right? Like the true just you hit a generator and it gives you a random adjective and a random noun, right? Valor, like kind of like the cool English word thing, right? And then Broseph is just like kind of random funny thing.
Yeah,
it's like kind of like the 3 different origins of gamer tag right there.
Broseph Hamboni, that also seems almost like a randomized generator, to be honest with you, but like not a gamer tag generator.
Yeah,
something
maybe
different.
One for a frat house. Like,
yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, right.
Corner
coming
play
out
so far. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say it's coming out right now. Villanova looking a little stronger, having a little bit more up pressure, but still very, very early. Pass middle. That's gonna be a pitch. It's gonna have a chance. High follow up. No, not gonna be there at Onion. Gonna try to swing this one back in for his team, but no one quite able to put it in for Xavier just yet. This one's over the top. Could be close. It's going to be saved away. Valor just barely gets to this ball.
Yeah, so that last breakaway on blue there, it seemed like might have been a minor miscommunication about who to do what. So on offense, there just simply wasn't enough men rotating around to consistently keep up the shots. They had the format there, but men to keep up shots and not keep the defense from taking possession of the ball is not there so much. A lot of back and forth though. This has changed possession 3 times the past 15 seconds.
Yeah, it really is back and forth. A little bit of a ping-pongy game with neither team getting a whole lot of momentum going. Besides Nova right there for a little bit where they were able to finally score off the pressure. But so far, Xavier taking over just a bit more, keeping it a little bit more to the blue side, but not enough to really threaten the net, as we're going to see Horse just clear that one all the way out and try to see if he can get something going for the Nova squad.
I could definitely see that going for these big just pop outs, not really give this ball an opportunity to even re-harvest itself anywhere near on their side. Riles had that very solid opportunity, but that's going to be I'm a Horse who puts in his second. 5 shots, 2 goals for I'm a Horse. I don't know, that Horse is kicking. I'm not really sure how to congratulate the Horse.
Yeah, I'm a Horse right now is doing a really good job. I mean, I like the way that he's hanging back just a little bit. I think both of these goals have come because he's doing a great job of not panicking up for his team. He's staying back and is able to get to the ball in a position where he can still score it. Is Satisfied Onion right here does a little bit of the same after the pass from Bristol Famboni. A great little center there for a double off the back wall, a grounded double, but still a read nonetheless, and a great 50 to get this one into the back of the net. Xavier not going quietly.
Yeah, I like Zen really did everything in a bag of chips down there on defense. Everything he could have done, he did. There's just only so much, especially when you're down bottom. You're just simply going to have the ball bouncing against the floor around you, as opposed to, yeah, just simply being able to sail past you. Run tough breaks, but a very, very solid offense yields to another point for that. Wow, and again, so just answering back is Valor and the rest of Xavier's squad.
Yeah, Xavier's starting to look a little more confident here. We're seeing now, we're us congratulating the Nova team for not going up too far right there. Horse in particular this time gets caught up just a little bit out of position, trying to cheat a bit too much, tries to half flip back to it, and actually gets it, but just underestimates, to quote George W. Bush there, his ability to hit that ball with his nose off the pinch.
Oh man, we could do old W quotes literally all day long. That would be and that would just I think we can make them work too. That's the funny thing. There's enough wonk in Rocket League, I think. Now W playing Rocket, I'm done with this. I'm done with this logical thread now. Right now, I'm gonna unravel this like that, like the loose string on a sweater until I just have everything done on that. Yeah, exactly. 2-2, minute 10 left on this one. No clear advantage, although it does seem like Xavier has had more opportunities, but also bungled more opportunities. So are they in the lead because they've had more and taken more, or are they not in the lead because they bungled more? I'm not sure.
I think that they've adapted well as part of what's happened. They've started to see where Nova's strong at, which is once they get possession, keep pounding it. But that's because it's a team that likes to cut the rotations a little bit short. For the most part, to try to keep it going, and Xavier's doing a really good job of calling them out on that, getting it over the top of those close rotations and beating them to these balls, as you see right there. Riles around the side, though. Zen's going to see if he can get to it. No, he's going to leave it from the horse. He's got a decent shot on target, but it's saved away by Valor. And finally, another shot for Villanova. It seems like it's been a while since they really had a promising opportunity.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Xavier seems like they really do have possession of this ball, and Nova, on the other hand, is struggling and striving for an opportunity to make a single shot on a goal, much less the 2 or the 3 that we've seen rounded up multiple times before. Riles comes in for the attempted assist on that one. I think this would probably be a Xavier who'd just be happy to ground this one out and put her to overtime, right? Okay, it's actually going to be Nova who does ground that one out, but either way, both teams will be happy with a true neutral.
Yeah, both teams going to be okay with this. I think Xavier a little bit more all right with it, knowing they have the momentum of scoring the last 2 goals. And things are seeming to go their way, and Valor's going to be hitting the ball with space here, but with no boost. Not able to follow up on it. Riles trying to come down around the side, but it's Satisfied Onion. Again, it's Xavier that's cutting out these chances really early and in the midfield.
Yeah, that is exemplified by Riles' play right there. You could literally see him wanting a taste of that ball and wanting to push up on this one.
Oh, no.
Not going to happen. Zen with a nice intercept all the way on the other side. Not intercept, acceptance. That was a picture-perfect pass from Riles to Zen right there.
Yeah, it really was. But Zen able to put it away. Nova looking strong early and then take mistake late. But you got to give credit to Xavier, man. This is a team that I don't think is going to go away and let us see yet another sweep today. I think this is a team that's going to come back and at least make it difficult for this Nova squad.
3-2 in the OT. Now, I mean, this one might be a little bit of an easier answer, right? Like we were saying, Villanova really, really did have possession of this ball the majority of the game, just had really, really solid control of it. But we're looking at 16 shots, 16. Double digits in a 5-minute game is already impressive. Yes, they did technically hit overtime, but 16 is a lot, especially when you're looking at Xavier's 3-2-2 completion. There's 3 shots for 2 in. Now, again, the game can be wonky in how it does achieve these points for shots, but still, 16-3. But simply Villanova used up, I mean, they had this many shots, and in doing so, they ate up a lot of this time, right?
Yeah, they definitely did, and that's kind of what I think their gameplay was, is just to overwhelm them with offense. But Xavier did a really, really good job of not letting them do that. I mean, they just, especially there through the later part of the game, you can't get shots if you can't get the ball past the midfield, and I think that was Xavier's entire strategy. Just keep it a little bit slower
Well,
paced game and see if they can control it more, especially once they got the game tied.
yeah. Yeah, literally exactly. Once the game went back to the true neutral, you could literally see a switch in game plans from both of these squads.
Mhm.
But before we get on this next one, I kind of want to talk about like how these two squads came upon these scores, right? So Xavier got the third in overtime. Wait, yeah, right? Did I mix?
Right. No,
Yeah, yeah. Xavier.
Nova got third in
Okay, yep,
overtime.
yeah, I have this written backwards, excuse me. So yeah, so Nova, their first two scores though, they came off the back of these guys just absolutely shooting one after the next. Not just getting ball over towards the other side of the net and getting like the first shot, but literally shot after shot after shot. Yes, if the first one's blocked, who cares though? Not that it's saying that Xavier got easy ones or got gifted or anything else like that, but it was much, much more coordinated the way Nova did it. And having that as a result of a game plan is definitely something you can bring forward.
Yeah, Xavier did get some of their goals just really kind of in transition and good opportunities, but we will see here moving forward now. Up over the top, we're going to see coming around. It's Villanova trying to get out of their half. I'm a horse again with one of my favorite names that I have seen so far. I love it so much, but he can't get out of his half, and he's going to have to save it. Plenty of boost though, but again, we're seeing Nova just a little bit backed up.
I gotta say, man, I have seen literally thousands of gamer tags in my time. I've seen a few that have made me chuckle while I'm playing. I have seen none that have like taken my words from me while I'm actively casting. I don't know what it is about I'm a horse. I think it might just be the period too that's thrown in there. There's just like he took the time to throw like the grammatical correct like usage in there with the period at the end of I'm a horse. There's something about it gets me.
Yeah, it definitely. I'm with that as well. He does the full sentence for I'm a horse. Not even just horse is a name. I'm a horse. And I love it. Going with it. A big fan, but right now it's going to be another fantastic name combination. Throw some Hambody to Satisfied Onion. Trying to see if they can get it into the back of the net, but unfortunately going to hit the crossbar. Riles there. Oh, man. Riles had no boost. If he had boost right there, I think he scores. But no boost for Riles, and he is unfortunately going to miss an opportunity.
Yes, he is. I'm going to have to rile his jimmies a little bit here, as they say. Oh, my goodness. And before I even get the words out, he comes back with another score here, as if to say, Tugboat doesn't know what he's talking about. But no, I do have to point out the mistake that he just made, of course. At some point, you have to anticipate that you're going to be receiving ball over on that side, and not having any boost literally at all, like you were saying, is kind of a mistake in and of itself. Now, it obviously didn't matter because literally, 3.5, 4 seconds later, Riles set up a very, very solid shot to put up the first score in this game number 2. But still, like there's not very many mistakes being made, so we got to call him out where we see him, right?
100%. You got to call him out where you see him. These teams are rotating pretty well and making sure that they don't get too much going. And there's a great demo opportunity opening up space, Valor, but his team not able to capitalize on it. Now, going to give some space to Horse. Coming around the side, can't quite get to it. Onion, again, being kind of a ball hawk here, seeing all up on it, but still nothing threatening yet until right now. What a save coming out. That was at an incredible angle. Onion tries to slot it across the net, and Xavier with a couple of chances that just barely get blocked out.
Yeah, I'm a horse actually getting tired of this one and galloping on, taking one player down and kind of getting the odds in their favor for only a couple seconds, but that is definitely the name of the game. Nova was in a situation where these Xavier players were just not stopping, rotating around, and taking shot after shot.
Oh, Lord, that's an open net. For this, he's going to go low with it. Valor had boost here. Valor with at least about 40 boost. He may have gotten the pad. He gets a larger pad. He can boost to this, and he decides not to. He waits on it just so long, Tugboat. I'm not sure what he's doing here.
You know what? Okay, so I know that some players don't play with ball cam on all the time, even at a higher level. I don't really necessarily understand that. That might have been what it was. Like, because I can't imagine he was just paying attention to a different part of his screen. He might have literally been pressing, like I guess if you're on PlayStation, that triangle button, if you're on Xbox, that Y button, to toggle it on and off, or obviously before we have the presets. I can't imagine that was it, though. Like, I'm really grasping at straws as to what happened there.
Well, you got these teams in comms, too, right? So somebody who makes that touch has got to be like, shot coach. Somebody get back. Right.
So at the end of the day, yeah. At the end of the day, we're saying like if it wasn't, a hardware issue or what loud screen. Like I'm trying to make sense, like logical sense of what it is that I saw, right?
Right. But unfortunate for him, not going to boost enough to try to get to that ball. And it's going to be a second goal for Nova here. But this is how the last game started. They went up 2-0, and Xavier was able to bring it back. They took their chances wisely, but not able to bring it all the way home where they last game. We'll see what they can do here. Decent pass coming out, cut out by Zen. Great demo.
Dim as well. So what we saw a couple last game, but just like any other higher level Rocket League team, they pretty much only came at the crucial time. I think one of the big differences at the higher levels and lower levels in Rocket League is making demolitions count, right? Not having useless demolitions.
I'd agree with that. Definitely something that we're going to have to watch out for here, but we'll see. Coming around the side now. Decent chance for Onion. He gets back for Riles. Long ball cleared out. I'm a horse. Can he pre-flip to it? No. 30 seconds, though. Wilson Hambone plays it up for Valor. Coming around the side. Gets the pinch towards the middle, but again, it's not anything that's going to make Nova threaten, and I think it's because Xavier is just I don't know if they're not trusting each other. Yeah, they don't have the confidence, I don't think. I think that's exactly it.
I wonder, I'm reading your thoughts before you're thinking them. We're on a different wavelength as far as oh my god, no! Miles,
man.
That was oh man. This is okay, so this is from what, 60% field, a low and slow blow that just rolls all the way in like a bowling ball.
Right.
No pins necessary on this one. Like,
no pins necessary at all. That one just, I mean, but you know that one, I'm gonna give Xavier a break on that one. They're all pressed up. 10 seconds left. They're down 2, and if they don't push up for a ball, take a chance to score. Yep. You know they're not gonna win the game either way. So that one, you give them a little bit of slack. But overall, I mean, they've been letting stuff go in, and finally Onion getting some, confidence, I guess, is the word to challenge the net here and go for the double in the game. You've got to be able to put it on the line while the game is going on and challenge this Villanova team in the midfield.
Yeah, end of the day, like you were kind of just saying there, right? So we literally said, hey, do this thing, and then they kind of rotate around, just abandon goal because they have already lost, right? This is the 3-0. Villanova scored in the last with like 8 seconds left or something like that, right?
Right.
Yeah, and so Xavier's down 0-2. The only thing to do at that point is just dump it all into offense, try and take a score very quickly, and then at least get another setup kickoff so that you can at least attempt the volleyball game, keeping the ball up in the air until you can at least get the second push on in overtime. I love the way the Rocket League overtime rules work. I think that it allows for some incredibly interesting gameplay and kind of like a different kind of extenuation of from the ordinary time is what I'm saying from your ordinary competition show.
I would agree, and I love that as well. But I'm gonna love getting into this third game here. It's gonna be all or nothing for Xavier. Are they gonna get swept like I think the other two series that we've seen today, or are they going to be able to really just kind of pull up their bootstraps and challenge this Villanova team?
Yeah, that's a good point. 1-3 for Georgetown, Seton Hall. Seton Hall taking those, then Seton Hall taking 2-3 in the end. Georgetown mixing things up, not scoring 1 on the 3 again. San Jose against William and Mary. Dare I say Shope was correct? Ugh, I feel like I have to spit now. San Jose taking game number 1, 5-1. San Jose taking game number 2, 2-0. San Jose taking game number 3, 4-1. So, yes, will this follow the trend and be a series of 3-0s? They haven't, at least it's pretty close. 2-0 from one game last series, 1-3s, 2-3s, not that bad.
Yeah, they haven't, and it hasn't been that bad. I would agree, but here is, I think Xavier is going to have to really step up their transition game, because there have been times for Nova, again, and we saw it in game 1, has really kind of committed upfield pretty hard, because the way they want to play is to play upfield and get these passes in close to the net like this to follow up on. And Xavier's got to do a good job of getting their clears out and on target towards each other. Is right here. You're going to get it over one.
That's spicy.
Valor, exactly what you need right here. A great capitalization on miss.
I love Valor here. The little chip shot right over Imo Horace, cornered out perfectly. He gets exactly what he needs there. Takes it to the bank for 1 score in 20 seconds. Beautiful stuff.
Really, really beautiful stuff right there. Able to handle that one.
And that was Xavier going up for the first time in the series as well, right?
Yeah, that's the first lead Xavier's had. They've not really been able to get out on top, and maybe this will change their gameplay just a bit. As a whole, it's a pass across, but it's going to be behind, or excuse me, way too far in front. Actually,
oh
it doesn't matter. What a redirect.
I literally choked on my spit. I don't know how I'm still been alive for 28 years. That was beautiful. The absolute perfect just 360 backspin from that was Broseph, right?
Yeah, that was Broseph who was able to just hang back on that to get the nose of his car on it. Now, what happened to the Xavier teams from game 1 and 2? But somebody team already looking like a much stronger, much more confident team, able to go for things, cheat downfield, and hit each other off these passes.
Oh, I got Xavier confirmed sandbagging. They wanted to take it all the way to the game number 5. Confirmed sandbagging coming out from Xavier, and I'm kidding, of course. But
Right.
2-0 up for them, and that's impressive anyway, which way you cut it. Being up 1-0, yes, that was their first official lead, but 2-0 is much more comfortable.
2-0 is much more comfortable. And, oh, Valor right here. He just cut out. He thought he maybe get it to Onion, but bounces. Already, you're seeing Xavier starting to really just run away with it now. Is this one, you know, I don't know. This one I think is a little bit more on no.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I was tabbing up for stats a second ago. Yeah, that's I'm a horse uncharacteristic miss, right? That's a little balance play. I think that gets you 2 cups in a different game, but a game of very consistency, right? What 1 score every 30 seconds there for Xavier. You know how much I love consistency.
Right. Gotta love consistency, man. Consistency, what the game is all about. You gotta be able to handle it in every situation.
Well, here, so this is something else I wanted to kind of point out. So far, Ryle's in. Not a whole lot on top here. 2 saves from I'm a Horse, and he has earned both of them through and through. Basically got a tattooed on his back, because without I'm a Horse, this would be a much more of a runaway game. I literally think this would be 5-0 right now with 3 minutes left. It would be a huge score difference.
Yeah, I think so as well. And Valor right there with a really dangerous save going for the crossbar, and he does get it. But unfortunate stuff. Now it's Onion. He's going to come over the top. He looks to get something going, but I have to agree, I'm a Horse has been really good on the back end for the most part to save this team. But now Nova is a team that's looking lost, as I'm a Horse is going to put this one in the goal. I don't. Not sure what's happening here, Tugboat. I decided, I guess,
that
mad
cow disease when they go wild and bite stuff, but that horse disease, that's not a world I want to live in. And 2020 has been cruel enough to us already.
I agree.
Halftime now. Maybe he just saw blood. He wanted a goal no matter how he got it. I'm not really sure. It's all good. Those will happen sometimes. There's literally been professional soccer players that have done that, right? Like,
yeah.
Own goal, like intentionally made a goal, but not realizing that it was their own goal. What? Actually, well, I was going to talk about, so never mind. Go ahead.
But right now, I mean, at least Nova getting some momentum going right here. Maybe they can get more of that form going back that they had in games 1 and 2. Make this a little bit of a game. Still time on the scoreboard. Just under half a game to play here. But right now it's Xavier again. And you know, you were joking about them sandbagging earlier, but man, with these kind of plays, it makes me think that they might be. I mean, what a pass!
Yeah, that 5-1, 3 minutes in, this is unprecedented scoreline. Yes, that'd be one way to describe it. Outside of any jokes about Xavier sandbagging, because these are 3 good players, I feel like that's a go-to joke for us casters. This is just a through-and-through difference team. I'm the color here, and I don't know exactly what it is they've been doing differently. Just cheating up on ball like a lot, yes, but that's not all of it. Rotations have been cleaner. Other things have been cleaner. Corners have been cleaned up, yes, but that's not all of it by any means. There's been wholesale switches from what Xavier did in game 1 and 2 to how they're performing now.
Yeah, it really has. I don't know. Again, it looks like they just woke up, finally warmed up or something, and they're starting to hit all their passes and their shots. It's not able to come in, but it's going to be played back and tough for Valor. Pass down from Horse, but Zed's not able to get it to put it back on an angle.
Okay,
that would threaten that.
that definitely is part of it. Nova has not been connecting their offenses as much, but that still doesn't really account so much for why. Okay, even that. Okay, yeah. So Xavier isn't back so much. I guess this has just been kind of going in with their incredibly Okay, nope, that's what it is. Valor and the other player missing. That's what it was.
Yeah, definitely a whip there.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. So that happens when you're up 5-1. You're afforded a couple of those. Literally a couple, two maybe. One more, and yeah, that'll be it. All right, Xavier.
Yeah, one more. That's all you're allowed.
You get a sternly written letter in the mail.
But Onion Eater trying to get something going down the side. Played low. Valor a little close to him. He's able to get back. Clears towards the middle, maybe to Broseph. No center come in well enough for him to score on. Great challenge. And Zen, oh, that's a big whiff from him.
Yeah.
So with 43 seconds left, this game, you got to think is starting to get a little out of hand for for Nova.
Yeah, so we're almost certainly not gonna have our first, or our third 3-0. We're gonna have our first kind of at least medium distance game with a game 4 coming in here, because I do believe Xavier should have this in the bag. 3 scores in 20, tall order by any means. Not for lack of trying though. Yeah, so that's Nova not willing to give this one up quite yet, not willing to push that up 6. And at the end of the day, every score does count, because they will go in towards the end of the season and count for tiebreakers and more, which is a decently reasonable situation to happen.
Yeah, got to make sure that you get your tiebreakers on, but here we go. Going into a game 4 here, it's Xavier who's finally come back and showing some life, winning 5-2 over this Villanova squad to force a game 4.
Yeah, and again, just a very exciting way to do it, right? This is a Xavier squad that came through, scored 2 in the very first game to go as close as they get, right? Villanova putting up 1, Xavier responding literally 5 or 10 seconds later. Nova putting up 1, Xavier responding 5 seconds later, and then playing 45 seconds into overtime. Correct me if I'm wrong. In game number 1, yeah, and then coming through and not putting up a single score in game number 2. Perhaps they are trying. I mean, perhaps this is 3 separate games here. It's not first 2 games that were operating on the same premise. So the first game was a different kind of a game plan, and it just so happened to lose out in overtime. Second one just didn't work at all, and third one worked out in spades. So who knows what's going to come for game number 4, Shope?
Yeah, who knows what's going to happen? Maybe that was just lightning in a ball right there, where they're going to catch it for just a moment. But we will see, as it's about time, man. We're going to start up game 4 here soon, and I'm excited to see. Are we going to see the Xavier? I think it was Xavier mostly. I mean, Nova looked a little there, but are we going to see that Xavier squad from the last game? Are we going to see Nova come back at it with some of the confidence and some of that ability that they showed in the first 2 games to be able to put this series away?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised it goes the distance, but the name of the game is which Xavier squad will show up. If it's 1, it'll be incredibly close. If it's 2, it will not be. If it's 3, it will not be as well. It'll just be different sided. We don't know quite yet. We've gotten 3 different Xavier squads so far in 3 different games tonight.
We really have. So we will see Onion coming out over the top. We're already seeing some of that momentum that we've seen from last game, Xavier. Playing back, Broseph Hamboni not quite in the right spot. This is going to be a chance for Horse. He's going to play it patient. Around the side, great pass, in. Not there, now Horse. Second chance to follow it up, he turns. He goes for the shot. Oh, what an angle, but Broseph Hamboni there to shut it down, and Xavier right now surviving a little longer.
Nicely done, Stowe. I was almost going to say that this is an incredibly passive game that they've started out of playing, and then just everybody collapsing down, bodies flying everywhere, car parts flying everywhere, explosions left and right, vehicular manslaughter show. This is chaos, death, doom, and delirious destruction.
Yeah, it really is. It is apocalyptic out here right now. Things not going the way that we would expect them to go as well. Riles again. This is what we're talking about with Xavier. Xavier has been a squad that has been so consistent and good in the last game, but here you have 2 chances at it. Valor misses, Onion misses, and it just goes straight into the net on just a lob out over the top.
We can call that a Riles style. As he comes in, he's done that many times before. A nice little aerial action, forcing multiple players from the Xavier to just completely whiff at that. He takes the true middle right there, forcing both players to come as far as they can. Both miscalculate, puts one all the way to the house.
Yeah, all the way to the house now. And now Nova looking again to get some of that confidence and momentum back going. Of course, he's in challenge here,
stop.
but yeah, that's actually a 50 that works out for Xavier that keeps them a little possession. Onion's gonna throw it towards the back wall, but it's not gonna do too much. But that's not the save you really want. And Horse has to come in, bail out his teammate, get the boost, and come around Onion, creating a play here to the back wall. And I think he saved it away from Riles. Riles may have had a read on that, but Horse just didn't let him have a chance at it.
Yeah, not asset denial. Denial of opportunities. That has been the name of the game in many different ways for Nova. That is one of the ways they're excelling, but they kind of just need to do what Xavier is doing, clean out the edges, and then just find that wow factor. And I'm still trying to put my finger on.
Yeah, you gotta find a little bit of that wow factor. You gotta figure out what to do here and see if you can get those connections going. I mean, sometimes I think it's just one of those teams that when they get the momentum going their way, look, I like they're popping off back and forth as they're gonna find one here from Valor as the Nova collapses on the back end. You had Zen here. I don't know where he's doing. What is that positioning? He's got to be back post there. His team's thinking he's third man, but he can collapses in with Horse. And Xavier takes advantage of that unfortunate spacing.
There's a supernova collapsing on something in there. I'm just not going to handle it right now. We'll save that for another week and another time here, show. Rosef Hamboni, another name that, man, I just died. That is what's just verbal velvet. It's fun to say, you know?
That it is.
Zen, nice little cheat up here. And okay, so something else we've seen, just again, wholesale. Everybody across the board has been whiffing more. And I think that's really just comes off the back of everybody being forced to get the ball a lot quicker. This ball is not spending very much time in like a neutral territory where it's not being controlled pretty definitively by one of these teams. And both of them realize that and realize how quickly they have to get the ball.
Yep, and here we go. Another chance coming out, but this is looking tight like game one. 2 minutes left. No one with a real clear advantage yet. Nova gave up a mistake, and Xavier gave up a mistake to allow both of their goals in. A chance here for Riles. Maybe with more boost he can do something, but not here. Zen, what a touch over the side. I think everyone thought he was going to try to bring this back down and to the right, and instead he just lobs it up over everyone to the corner.
Yeah, the way that was coming in, and I think he kind of used that second projection. Yeah, he kind of used that second projection. Wow, yeah, that was just kind of stepping back and really observing that. That was very, very impressive. Absolute control over that aerial car hitbox.
Yeah, it really was impressive, but here we go. He's in. Chance, can he get another one? Riles, can he get...
Nice job.
This may be a little bit of an overcommit, though. The whole team is in this ballot. But no, Onion's not there to follow it up. But Wally passes it back to him. He leaves it for Xavier, and Xavier can't finish it. Valor got a chance that he's going to wish he had back on that one.
Now Nova has the same opportunity coming back. Just doesn't take it anywhere near as fast. All the way up is I'm a Horse, and all the way across is Satisfied Onion. Well done on that one. 2-1, 60 seconds to go here, Show.
Yeah, 2-1, 60 seconds left. Now Xavier looking for something. That's a good pass down from Onion. He's got Valor. Valor's... But he scored it. He goes to the backboard and he plays it down, and no one on Nova is back wall to defend it.
They say that discretion is the better part of Valor. No, I'd say being able to do things like that up in the air, that is the better part of Valor. That was absolutely impressive, getting past not one, but two there, and pretty cleanly, too. There was not really a time that either of them had a very solid shot at taking that away from Valor.
And no chance at all on that one, but still, here we go. Onion trying to get something going here, seeing if we're going to have another overtime or if this will hit. Riles! Ooh, just a little short on that one.
Nice back man, though. I'm a Horse, literally playing the position perfect.
Yeah, he's doing it great. Now he's going to go low with it. No, he's going to go mid. It's up. Riles' chance. He goes back. And it's cleared away. That's what Riles would love to have gotten out of. That's unable to do much with it, but he's going to clear downfield. Zen. 10 seconds left. Can he get something middle? Riles tries it himself. It's going to be Satisfied Onion. Now Zen to the side. I don't think we're going to get a goal here. Maybe! Oh, Zen! He almost shut me up as I was talking, but unfortunately couldn't get around it. Here we go.
There you go. Valor with the smart play there. Rounds out ball. True neutral again. 50-50, 1 million up by nobody. Valor with a solid shot, and everybody goes for boosts. That's going to be Xavier taking this one and pushing it to a game number 5, right?
Yeah, that is a game number 5, man. And the kickoff goal coming out from Xavier. And Xavier has looked really like the better team for the most part these last 2 games.
Yeah, 2-5 in game number 4, 3-2 now. Keeping Villanova under 2 scores when they're able to get 3 on the first 2. Really, and once again, this is going to be numbers tale to take. That's what, 10 total shots from Xavier. Now, Villanova was able to put up a full 8 on this one, but that still doesn't speak to just how much time Xavier spent on the offense here. They showed up and gave a very similar performance to game number 1, but the end result, the 2-2 overtime, this time going their way.
Yeah, just gonna bounce their way this time. We're going to a game 5 here. And man, this is I think I've got to favor Xavier going into this last game just based on the form they've been on. Ball's not been bouncing Nova's way, but they given it a valiant try, but unfortunately not able to really bring it home.
Nah, I hear you. I hear you. Standout players. Anybody doing markedly better than now for either team than they were when we started this matchup here, Shope?
I think Onion and Valor are both playing a lot better. They're connecting a lot more. I think their score line right there in that game shows it.
Hmm.
But they're really getting on the other end of each other's passes a lot better, and you're seeing the chemistry that those guys have going forward, and really playing it through the backboard. There, we saw Nova not defending it well, and sometimes getting lost on the backside.
Yeah. If I had to give that one thing that has improved for Xavier through and through from games 1 and 2 to 3 and 4 and now 5 is definitely, like you said, those passes. They've been so clean, and again, I will always remember that I think it was Satisfied Onion goal that I almost died. I'm like watching that flip come back and the perfect angle on the front.
It was a pass from Bunyan to Brosen Pamboni.
That's
who
what
was
it
able
was,
to
yeah.
flip on it. Yeah.
Yep.
But here, doesn't matter who has the most miraculous goal, who has the best goal, who does the most with a goal, but it matters who's going to score the most goals here in this final game, and Horst is going to have a decent chance running away to the back wall.
Get 40 seconds in right now. Looks like so far Nova is more content to play this a little more passively, to try and take their time as they're coming out. But as it is, I mean, there's only so much you can do against the Xavier squad that's playing like that and playing as aggressively as they are. They're forcing the hand of Nova in many ways here.
Yeah, they really are. Nova has they've looked a lot sloppier. I think is the best way I can describe it. Like right again, you got 2 players right on each other coming around the back. They're not able to, and now still in a line on one side of the field. It's not doing a lot for them. They're not able to spread it out and keep things going.
I'm with the spreading it out. That's definitely going to be the name of the game as well, because any of these teams at these higher levels will be able to tell if you're trying to favor like a shot man, right? Somebody you're always trying to pass to, and that'll definitely be answered in kind. Now 90 seconds in, no advantage so far. Looks like we're getting more of that game 1 and game 4 vibe, not the game 2 stomp, not the game 3, not the game 2 stomp for Villanova, or not the game 3 stomp for Xavier.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. It's not been one way or the other, but Onion's going to come away with it again. And here we see again what I was talking about. Back in, look at this cut rotation right here. No one going all the way back. Nobody wants to fill in the back spot for Villanova, and because of that, it's leaving it wide open for Xavier.
Yeah, kind of cleaning up there again. We saw Xavier cleaning up those edges. I'm not sure if it's a communications thing. I'm just not sure if it's a more direct pass thing. It's definitely going to be a mixture of several different things. But as it is, that's Imo Horse taking this all the way to the house. Xavier disproving what we... oh, excuse me. Xavier disproving what we just said about defenses and where they have to go for it.
Yeah, Xavier again. I think that's been really a story for both of these teams, is they have really started leaving things open on the back end at times. I mean, we've seen those mistakes. We've seen some phenomenal plays from both of them, but really it has been the back ends that get left wide open that have allowed most of these goals to come through.
2 minutes, 45. This is not a Nova team that's going to let that one happen so easily again. I think they've felt the flame from that, felt the bite from that. Riles just barely getting up under that one, but not going to matter when you have a satisfied Onion just waiting to rotate.
Yeah, it's not going to matter at all as Riles tries to get the save to the backside. I think that's the wise decision right there, trying to get it to where maybe, hopefully, nobody's going to be, but Onion waiting on it to give Xavier the lead.
Yep. Halftime now. We've seen, I don't even know how many lead changes about this time, though. So really, this is anybody's game, and this is entirely up in the air. And that is going to be a pun or whatever for our Rocket League aerial actions.
It really is. 2:20 left in this game. Zen gets this out. I'm a Horse going to try to even it up, but that cuts it out to one side. Now the other. I'm a Horse double tap opportunity. He's up for one. He's got a second.
That little top board will frequently result in some really, really nice rebounds, but it is always super, super hard to be able to get that one going. I'm a Horse cornered, and that, oh no. So attempted block right there. Satisfying shoots it down, but that's actually going to be a blue player who thinks into this end ultimately.
For sure. That's definitely going to be Zen that puts that in. Unfortunate right there. I think he had to try to make that save. That ball's may actually bounce in. So, you know, what are you going to do? But, man, it's starting to look like, oh, man, I was going to say Xavier's running away with it. But, again, look how close they are, Tugboat. You see how far upfield Villanova is cheating a lot of the time.
Yeah, so even so, they don't get a clear and definitive possession of that one, but still kept it up. It was only through the efforts of Xavier to bring that out a little bit farther, and kind of a miscoordination earlier rotation for Nova. As it is, not a man back, reaching for it, and that is going to be Zen. He does not get there, unfortunately.
Unfortunate, Zen's not able to get there. Just Valor gonna bump. Literally, I don't think he's going for the goal still here. I think he's trying to bump Zen, and he just gets rewarded for it with a goal himself.
Ain't nothing wrong with a little bump and grind, especially if it throws off the other team's defense. Common tactic. You don't always have to go for the demolitions, and it does obviously give you that huge visual just interruption. It's kind of hard to see things from.
Ooh. For sure, this one's gonna get played away to the side, and now it's definitely Xavier that's starting to run away with it, but it's Villanova. And we're 4-2. I mean, good Lord, coming back the other way. I guess this is part of the benefit you can get if you're not afraid to commit everyone up. You see it action going back and forth between the two players right here, Riles and Zen, as they bounce it back and forth and squeeze it in the bottom left corner.
Yeah, I tell you, Zen was not prepared to receive that one again. It only speaks to his Rocket League skill to be able to recover so quickly, because he sent it over Riles, expecting Riles to send it in, but Riles had the opponent with that deflect that just happened to send it back over. And so again, frame of mind to keep that play alive, all the talent in the world.
For sure, 45 seconds left, still time. Here's a chance. That's going to be, oh my Lord, Villanova not going quietly. They're playing for a game. It's going to be a 1-goal lead with 43 seconds left.
Yeah, so Xavier maybe kind of paying the price for that hyper offense. I got to say, it seems like they could have had cleaner rotations the past 2 scores or so.
They really could have, but is it going to matter? Because,
yeah,
man,
Nova's doing the same thing, yeah.
They took it on the chin, took a couple of goals right there, and they come right back. Well, that's a great play. He knows he can't get to the ball and just plays it to the backboard so that his teammate can follow it up. And 26 seconds left now. Xavier again sitting pretty, 2-goal lead. Can they hold on to it, or will Nova get some more magic going on the offensive end?
Yeah, a lot of times we'd be saying at this point that it's going to be super tough, but the way that Nova and Xavier have been playing, this is still kind of anybody's goal. It's just going to have to be Nova really takes this one by the horns. Going around, that was a solid shot by Riles.
But it's going to be dead in the corner. 15 seconds left. 14, 13. Can they get it going? They're going to need it now. I'm a Horse. He's going to back out of it. Plays it to the side. He's got Zen. Zen can't get to it. 3 seconds. 2. It's going to be over. There's no chance it's going to get it. Xavier finishes off the reverse sweep on Villanova.
Yeah, especially coming out of a game 2 where they did not score once. I'll run through the scores here so this can make a little bit more sense to you guys. Villanova game 1, 3-2. Villanova game 2, 3-0. That's Xavier game 3, 5-2 for the largest score deficit of this matchup tonight. Game 4 going the way of Xavier in overtime. Again, that one looking a lot like game 1 with the overtime action, a 3-2 overall scoreline. And then Xavier coming through a slap and 5-3 in the last game here, not letting up the pressure for a second, dumping it all into offense and finding a lot of value from it.
Yeah, they really were. They did find a lot of value from them. They started to look like they just remember they were a team and started clicking with it there in that series. So just I don't know, man. They flipped some sort of switch after game 2, and it looked like a completely different team, bringing it all the way back. But good stuff to them. But it's a Villanova squad I look forward to seeing great things from this season. But for now,
Absolutely.
we're gonna definitely just send it to a break real fast. I believe that was our third series of the day. We got two more
Yep.
coming up for you guys here shortly. So we'll be right back. Hey
Yeah.
guys, and welcome back to EGF, the Collegiate League. Right now, we've got some great action coming up for you. We just saw really a nail biter of a series coming out from Xavier and Villanova. And Tugboat, I mean, what more can you ask for in a series than what we just saw?
Man, what, two different rounds of overtime, the actual overtime in the ways of rounds number 4 and 5, purchasing ourselves more Rocket League. I'm 100% here for it. Demolitions, anger, chaos, like I said, everything in between, and some very impressive plays, some pretty obvious whiffs by everybody there in individual times. That was, like you said, pretty quintessential Rocket League. Can't ask for much more.
No, you really can, and I was really impressed with both of the teams and Xavier's resilience to be able to bring it back in that one. But I think that's enough of that one. It's time to really start looking ahead to this next series where we're going to have North Dakota, which we had last week, I believe, against Wichita, and they lost 3-1. It was a team that looked really good, but really ran into a Wichita State team that looked fantastic. Versus versus Siena College. I was looking ahead a little bit right there, and Siena, a team that I don't think I've seen yet this year. I'm going to be excited to see them play here.
Yes, Sienna, I believe another one of those Big East teams. Not 100% sure about that. We might wait for confirm from the old voice above. But involved. They were involved last year. So Sienna going to be a team and probably made up of players. Again, people graduate every single year. So who knows how many seniors they had on their starting Rocket League squad last year? But a lot to be said for them getting involved in Rocket League, and they have not could not have chosen a better place to do it. It's EGF, the Electronic Gaming Federation. There you go. Okay, so yeah, Siena's actually in the West Conference. Excuse me. I could have sworn they were up in that kind of Pennsylvania, New England, New
Huh?
York area, but I guess I was wrong. Hey,
Yeah,
it's
most
happened. It's happened a couple times before in my life. I'm just not used to it.
Yeah, there's a ton of universities in the nation, man. It's kind of tough to
Fair.
keep up where all of them are, but glad to have them in with us in North Dakota. Going to be going up against them. I think we've got the lobby up as soon as the guys get in here. We'll get that action to you as soon as we can, and really looking forward to seeing how this one's going.
Yeah. So what? The trekking on over from North Dakota. We'll go ahead and leave them. Trekking on in from North Dakota. Maybe there's just issues with the servers or whatever. But we're getting in right now. University of North Dakota. Man, I wish I had my other sheets in front of me so I could have those have the results from the previous week. But I'm 99% sure that you're right. It was a 3-1. That was one of the closer ones. But again, yeah, last week we also saw some more stompy kind of matches, right?
Yeah, we definitely did. Some more stompy matches. So, but we'll see. We'll see how this goes. Again, I'm excited. I've been looking forward to seeing this North Dakota squad play again. Because last week, you could tell the potential that that team had, and it looked like they just ran up to a well-oiled machine. So we'll definitely see going forward into this game. And again, like I said, this is the one that I really penciled in on the schedule this week for us that I was super excited about.
Yes, and the last one on our docket here is Fairfield and Niagara. Now, Fairfield is not a team that I have seen in quite a while.
Hmm.
Niagara was the squad that put a hurting on a team last week, right?
Yeah, that
Like the
was the
double
squad.
digit. Yeah, yep.
Yeah, double digits every game.
Yes, it was not pretty, but hey, this is a competition. There's nothing more kind of natural, right, than human competition. There are winners and there are losers. As a guarantee. No formats in Rocket League that yield to ties, right?
Right. So we'll see here going forward. It looks like we're starting to get them in the match. No issues with this lobby. And again, as soon as we get the go ahead, we'll get going with it. We know you guys would rather watch some Rocket League than Talk It League. So
Server's full.
we'll try not to keep you going on it too much.
Okay. It is giving me server full errors to the voice, floating voice above. I'll try this one more time. Might just be me. Might just nope. Error 63, my friend. Um. Yeah, we'll talk about something else. Okay, how's your week been? There you go. We'll keep it super typical, right? Like typical caster vampage. Show up. How has your week been?
Was good until just now when the
When
Braves are
FBI
down 11
tugboat couldn't get
nothing.
in.
Oh, yeah, that too.
There you go. Yeah, what we were talking about some traditional sports, right? The shortened NBA season coming through here, and Braves doing Braves things, right?
Right, exactly. They're doing Atlanta sports things, that's for sure.
Not that they had a huge lead to blow, but yes, I believe I got the play-by-play from my man Shope here over Discord just a second ago. What you said, 11 runs in the first inning?
Yeah, it was 11 runs in the first inning, and it's the
That's
bottom of
not
the first
pretty.
now with one out, but it
Hey,
was not
we're moving
pretty.
along here, moving along here. As a South Carolina native, and we obviously don't have an MLB team. Pretty much everybody around here is, always going for the Braves when the talk of the Major League Baseball MLB is on the docket. So yeah, I've always at least passively pulled for the old Atlanta Braves. Never got to see a game though. What I got to go to an Overwatch League game in Atlanta last year before
Hmm.
COVID destroyed everything. I'm in, by the way, before COVID destroyed everything,
We're
and
changing again. Yeah, we're having to change it again.
interesting, interesting. Okay, got it. Uh, uh, got you, got you. It's one in, one out. Apparently, here in Rocket League is a highly, highly controlled, popular club into which one goes in and one goes out. Right, Shope?
That's actually what happens, right? Yeah.
Just like oh, hey, there you go. Yeah, Juke, my man Juke coming through here saying it's like the Thunderdome. There's another Atlanta reference, right? Wait, Superdome is in Atlanta.
No, that's New Orleans. Mad Max. That is Mad Max. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, wow, we're not that apocalyptic yet now, man.
There,
Maybe
yeah, that's a very
when
good
it
point.
snows, it might be like a Thunderdome, but other than that, we're usually all right.
Yeah, just mixing up the old names there. That's classic tugboat.
All right.
Talking and typing, not my strong suit. But yes, I believe I am joining our old U.S. servers. The matchup between University of North Dakota, excuse me, and Siena College starts very, very soon. Yes, okay, that's the yeah, that's the team I was looking for. Altoid, Red Rocket, and Cannonball is going to be making up your University of North Dakota squad. On the other side, Siena, that's Argyle, that's Manhole, and that's I've Fallen. I've McFallen. Okay.
Yeah, we'll see here what's going on. I mean, they brought in too many people into the match last time, so uh interesting to see what happens here. I think we have it actually sorted out. So going in just now, we got the countdown going on, and we're about to get the game started.
Gotcha. Yep. Yeah, we already ran through these. Yeah, so more unique names coming out from the University of North Dakota. Cannonball, Altoid, Red Rocket, Rusty, McFallen, and Argyle 82 coming out for Siena College. 2020, that's got to be their class, yes?
Yeah, must be class.
It
Or,
cannot be an endorsement. No, the way this year is going, this cannot be an endorsement.
I would imagine it's not going to be for Siena there, but again, a squad from North Dakota that we're familiar with seeing without the Cannonball and Red Rocket. So excited to see these guys come here as they're trying to force one home. Not going to be able to just yet, but trying to maintain that possession. Rusty Manhole able to get it out.
That's another definitely decently random name there, and Rusty and Manhole. Couple whiffs of that one. Actually, Cannonball is gonna be able to take some advantage. Decent angle, but that's actually gonna hit bottom left post. It looks like. These guys, the University of North Dakota, looking to get things aerial quickly. Cannonball getting there just in time.
Yeah, able to cut that one out and going around with it. Now ball down to the ground. Not exactly well placed here, and out over the top is Red Rocket trying to see if he can get it up to somebody, but North Dakota just backing off a little bit, looking for some boost to see if they can get some sort of rotation.
Yeah, no clear advantage whatsoever, but that is not for lack of trying. Both teams with, okay, so Siena's only been credited with one. It seems like more, but that's Rusty Manhole getting a nice little flick play right over the top right of this goal.
He got bumped into the shot is the incredible thing. Like, he got bumped into the ability to flick into that. Otherwise, there's no chance on it. And I guess you take what you get if you're Siena right here. You take your goal and you don't complain about it. And UND going to go down one as Siena takes the lead 1-0.
Yeah, it kind of looked like the goal there was to put it up, hit it against the top of the backboard, have this rebound out for a teammate. But yeah, it just worked out perfectly on that one. Not going to happen that often here in Rocket League, but yeah, you get bumped into a perfect angle.
For sure, and here's a goal. Yes, it's going to be Cannonball with a nice off the sidewall right here. He plays it to himself. Good corner, doesn't even hesitate on it. Gets this read off of Argyle and is able to put it in.
Yes, so right off the wall right there, Even Stevens at 3 minutes and 15 seconds. Both, both teams with a player that's really popped off so far. Algebra, nice win off the beginning. It seems like University of North Dakota has been quick on this initial ball.
That they have. And really have dominated most of the possession. You know, a little bit of a lucky goal coming out from Siena with that bump coming in, but North Dakota not able to find pay dirt too much, but there's a double commit to the wall. No one going to the net. Now Toy's just going to softly lob this one home from the middle.
Yeah, that's super unfortunate. Manhole and McFallen both hit each other not once but twice, eating up a lot of their momentum, a lot of their time over there, and leading to another University of North Dakota score. Probably would have been a different story if either of them were able to get out from that one.
Probably would have been, but it's going to go the way of UND. Now Alto it up. He's going to look to play it down. Not quite there. This could be a shot. That's going to be a goal. And now it's starting to be Siena who's starting to get lost on the back end. They were keeping up with UND for a while, but now their discomfort in the air is, I think, really starting to cost them.
Yeah, initial angle didn't really tell that too much, but all Rusty, McFallen, and Argill all converging in the middle. Too many cooks in the kitchen. Nobody can really get up and make a play on that one. UND puts up another.
But again, the UND can be weak on the back end. We saw, the mistake that led to a Siena goal, but right now they're not allowing Siena to get it out of their half to be on the back end. They're just keeping it up and going for goal after goal here. As Red Rocket's going to miss. This is a chance, but a miss from Siena, and it's going to go the other way. And unfortunate stuff for them is they're not able to take advantage of that transition opportunity. It's going to be a pinch goal off the wall. Red Rocket, good lord.
Did he use his back left tire for this? Hang on. Okay, no, that was front left tire, but still, that's one of the ones you could almost attribute to luck, but at the same time, if you know you're going to put yourself in that situation multiple times, have the angle attempt against the wall there, you do that enough times, it's going to end up perfectly for you like it did there eventually.
But here we go. Cannonball around the side, he's going to go. Looks for a touch, he's not going to have. Argill, he's up over the top. Trying to find something. McFall, he's got it. It's going to be on the net. It's going to be good. No, it's not. Cannonball just gets under it and flips it out. Siena, no hopes of cutting this lead down to 2 just yet.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit harder than that one. This is the Siena's college side that's done a decent job of taking the ball away, but maintaining possession has been a problem for them so far.
It really has. The ball comes up and heads down. Not able to do too much of anything here. Kind of just stalling it out.
Yeah.
Really just, I think that North Dakota is starting to become, content with not having to press the issue too much, just playing it back and forth a little bit here with this uphill.
Yeah, they're just chilling, right? They're not concerning themselves. Just take it as they come. No biggie. Just the easy, breezy life and breezy, right?
For sure. I guess that's how they live up there in that North Dakota state.
There you go. I mean, it just kind of makes sense though, right? UND up 4-1. But I think I mentioned it a little bit earlier on this broadcast. If you're up, the time is on your side, right? If you're down, every second that ticks out of this, every grain of sand that falls out the hourglass is going to be actively against you, which is an allegory for maybe larger things in life and stuff. But we'll keep it to Rocket League for right now.
Keeping it to Rocket League for right now. We're doing fine with it. So 15 seconds left. This one is all but assuredly North Dakota, who have looked just better overall, I would say, so far than Siena. A team that I think we all expected coming into the season, and really with what we've seen so far to be one of the top teams. And right now are really showing it. Siena taking advantage of some of the opportunities they had, but they're going to really kind of need to clean up their aerial play on the back end to be able to make sure that they can keep up with the speed of this North Dakota squad.
Yeah, the speed really has broken away for that side. Siena seems like they were kind of similar to our last matchup, right?
Mm-hmm.
With Villanova, in that they come out just absolutely swinging, right? First
Mm-hmm.
game's a lot closer than this one necessarily was, but then again, the time with which Villanova came through and performed at that like just super high octane level is just a little bit different. Sienna, like you said, came out of here. I think they just had 7 shots on there, and I think 4 of those came within the first 90 seconds or so. Something broke down there. I would be very surprised, honestly, if this Sienna squad didn't kind of identify that in this time that we're
Right.
talking right now in between these best of 5 games, and doesn't play at least a little bit better. Uh, it's a multitude of factors, not just one thing you can point to and say that Sienna fixed this and you're good. But again, I can guarantee you they've been talking about that and they will have a little bit of a result, a little bit of an answer here in game number 2.
I think that they definitely will as well. And but this may not be a chance for them to, as North Dakota comes out swinging within 10 seconds. They get a nice shot on target. This is not the touch that Argo wants right here. Plays it right middle for Cannonball, and he's got a pretty much open net to shoot on.
Yeah, leaving them open like that, you have a player like Argyle, or excuse me, like Cannonball who will take advantage of that one. 9 times out of 10. Cannonball coming in and do it again. Explosive fashion.
That is the case here. Here we go. Explosiveness has been the name of the game, especially for North Dakota and Sienna, trying to get something going all of their own, see if they can get a little bit of pop, a little bit of a bang as Argyle comes out over the top. But it's going to fall right to Cannonball. And North Dakota, again, they're just playing with an air of confidence about them where they feel, it seems like they feel they can't get beaten on the back.
Kind of like that chill factor, right? Just
Right.
a cold confidence. Not necessarily like cockiness, not arrogance, but just straight up knowing what they're doing and just playing the tune.
That they are. And coming around, that's a decent pass middle. It gets past one, but Cannonball's not going to be able to get there. And a chance for Rusty Mantle. He gets a nice pass on, but what a save coming out from Cannonball. Now Altoid, no, to break a great demo. And here's some life from Sienna, able to get things going. But is it because the pass right to Red Rocket? I can't believe this one got all the way across here from Cannonball, but no one cuts it out, and he puts it right behind Rusty Manhole.
Yeah, it looks like Rusty Manhole might have actually kind of had a split decision there and then just unfortunately went to the middle. That's kind of a situation where an indecision is a decision in and of itself after a certain period of time. Goes for the middle, doesn't push left early, doesn't push right late to block the actual shot, ends up with another University of North Dakota score.
Yeah, that's the case. Here we go. Argyle up over the top. He's not going to be there with it. Red Rocket, Cannonball match on it. And Altoid, he's got the whole field in front of him with no one else. Way home. Altoid takes it down the field for the score. Sienna commits all the way up. Everyone in the opposing net.
Yeah, impressive ball control as it comes on in, but really with nobody out there, like you said, that one just kind of fisted on over towards North Dakota. 3 minutes, 16 seconds, and this is Sienna who's got to answer something. I thought they would have come out swinging here.
Yeah, I think that as well, but there's just times I think where they look a little intimidated by this roster on UNZ. They're not really challenging them in the air the way that they need to if they're going to be able to win these games, and they're not doing a good job in the midfield really winning the challenges. And every now and then, like we just saw, they get caught up a bit too far and it leaves them out of position.
Yeah, good rotation this time, but cannot agree with you more. Just again, it's about cleaning up those edges. The communication is definitely something that could be improved as well. Just simply about who go where, really.
Good stuff. But now here's Cannonball. He's going to come around the side. Looking for a follow-up, but it's going to be Altoid coming in. Strong to go up 4-0 in this game, getting out of hand quickly for Sienna.
Yeah, Cannonball up on top here, but it's Altoid with the explosive play as he just comes flying in, gets past. I think that was Rusty to just really nail us. Fourth one here, barely past halftime, into the right side of Sienna's goal. Now, once again, ball is over on Sienna's side. Not ideal for them. They have not had a whole lot of time with which to score on that offense.
They have not. And here's a chance, though. Ooh, man. Blocked out. Red Rocket just able to barely get there. And now it's going to be him who plays it up. Cannonball looking for the middle. He's not going to have it there just yet. Red Rocket chance to shoot. Can he beat I've been falling? No, I've been falling with a great save there. A minute, 50 seconds left in this game. Can Sienna get something going? Cannonball to the middle. It's going to be Rusty Manhole now. Red Rocket trying to find it, not going to have it. And oh, that's a whiff. That's a big mistake. It's going to be the first goal for Sienna.
Yeah, so UND's just rough and tumble ways coming back to roost on this one. As Altoid misses, and we stayed on with Altoid's perspective there for a second, I can kind of respect it, right? He realizes he misses, he just stops and just kind of watches the ball, watches it happen, just let it finish, get back, reset, true neutral, let's go again.
Here we go. Minute 35 left. Sienna's going to need some more capitalizations, also mistakes here. Still kind of gathered in their net, not able to break out. Pass middle. That's going to be to Argo. He's going to have a chance of a shot. The Red Rocket, they're waiting on it. And again, Sienna finally getting a little bit of offense, but can they do something with it here? So a decent shot opportunity. Should be a chance, but Argo, I don't know if he went for the double intentionally or if he just missed his shot, but either way, not able to follow up on it.
Yeah, so I was going to say immediately before this, it seems a big difference is Sienna's defense. North Dakota just comes back and again collapses on this ball when they need to, but don't put too many people on it at the same time to create a space problem for themselves. The big difference is Sienna has just not been doing that as much, and rotations haven't been as clean, so they're not back to give the attention to this ball when they are on the defense that is needed. Now 40 seconds, and this might be close to the end of this game number 2.
Around the side, Red Rocket. Very, very, very nice goal in here. Just going to come in using his speed, that rocket-like speed, off a cannonball pass to beat everyone and slot it home between two defenders.
Yeah, so puts it up, actually gets hit by the defender in. 132 is the official clock in the kilometers per hour on that one. Pretty hard to get ball speed attained like that without some kind of massive pinch. As it is, UND faces a very slight amount of offensive pressure, very quickly gets that out, and Red Rocket puts up another for, again, an explosive save. So this is Red Rocket now 5 shots on goal, 3 goals made in, 5 saves for the man. He's doing everything in a bag of chips.
Really, he is. He's been fantastic for the squad the entire day, and really for every series that I've seen him play. And you're seeing North Dakota really start to come together as a team right here in Sienna. It's hard for taking advantage of a couple of key North Dakota mistakes. They've not done a great job so far of really creating their own opportunities and finishing them off.
Yeah, that really has been kind of the nail in the side, or no, was it a thorn in the side for that Sienna squad. As it is, North Dakota putting up a 7th here at the end just to kind of make a little bit of a statement. 7-1, so at least Sienna's not going through the scoreless, but again, 4-1, 7-1 is not pretty score lines for the Sienna squad. Game 3 resulting here soon.
Here we go, 7-1, the Brazil scoreline coming out, and look at that, 3 goals, and then 1 with pretty even scorelines all the way around, and UND really just hitting their stride, man. They're starting to get it going, and Sienna has not really had much of an answer for it.
Yeah, the big difference here is the assists, right?
Yeah.
We've the pass play for UND has been on point all day. The takeaway game for UND has been point all day, and that has resulted here 7 of their goals, 5 of them have assists attached there towards the end. Sienna just a different story through and through. Yes, their only goal was assisted, but straight up, if they had more assistance, they'd be getting more goals. If there was more of a coordinated effort on Sienna's offense, more of these passes, at least to the same degree and the same tune as UND, they simply would have gotten more goals.
That is the case, and unfortunate stuff to not be able to quite get it there for Sienna. I mean, again, UND's given them the opportunities on the back end that we're seeing, but we'll see here going into this next game, which could be the last. Should UND continue to assert their dominance here against Sienna, getting into it quickly as the teams join up and are ready to play.
Yes, sir. Any predictions coming in through here? I'll start with my own. I think Asina is at least going to score again, but I do not have. I mean, just based on the facts in front of me, what's on paper is that North Dakota's going to put this in the bag 3-0, bring the broom out for the sweep, probably with a similar scoreline. I'm going to say 5-1.
Yeah, 5-1. I think that North Dakota is definitely going to come in here with the sweep. I think that's a pretty accurate line. I'm going to go with 4-0.
4-0. Got it. There's something to kind of monitor throughout. See how we do fare there towards the end. So far, Shope's been right once and I've been wrong once, so I will be man enough to admit that one. Red Rocket entering this out. That's another big point that we can talk about here. It just simply seems like when Siena is coming through here, they more opt for the big hits on ball to clear out, and just as is, I kind of feel like like common sense. When this hits super hard, it's going to be more randomized about where it ends up going. UND goes from these more coordinated pinches and pushes off a wall, and that more frequently ends up in a place where they can get it to a teammate. That's then resulting much more often in scores.
Yeah, it really is. And right now we're seeing the pressure though coming out already from North Dakota. A minute into the game though, no goals. This is a chance. Rusty Mantle trying to play it down, and again, playing out over the top has been the best way to deal with UND so far, but Siena's found those opportunities few and far between.
Yeah, and even so, UND, just the rotations on defense, it's very infrequent that you'll make one on an initial goal as it is. Cannonball putting up the first on here. Business as usual, right?
Business as usual. So, I mean, what else can you say, man? These guys are looking really good.
Yeah, I mean, he's
got
got
like a team that deserves it today.
I believe, I'd say that because I believe Cannonball has gotten first goal on both of these scores so far. Siena was close. I believe they were at 1-2, maybe 1-1 towards the beginning. So never definitively been in the lead by any means, but have started out these games with solid little beginnings. Now 90 seconds in, only one score for a North Dakota squad that just put up 7 in a game. I'm not saying that's too bad.
Not too bad, but here we go. Siena actually creating something themselves here. Argos plays it up. He gets out to it to jump and miss this ball and is able to finish it off. And there we go. Tie game coming out.
Yes, that's Cannonball is actually unable to capitalize on that one. Gets pretty close, but no cigars. 3:18 left on the clock. Siena now tied. This is looking at their best opportunity to push just the extra game, Shope.
They're trying right now, but Red Rocket's going to be over the top. He's going to try to go for a dunk. Argos actually going to make it so that he doesn't have a chance. But there's a whiff. Another whiff. But can anybody get to it? Siena's getting to it slow. They're going to give chance for UND to get back, and Red Rocket is going to save that. He's not going to allow that one to go.
Again, just the collapse. UND, they recognize when these plays are coming out. They're more frequently spending time on the ground or near bigger boosts, and they can just simply do more with it when that call comes to just, with the 9-alarm fire, I think that's what they call it. Just everybody come back, no more offense. That time is done for Cannonball, putting up his second. And again, as usual, Grift Queen and the 777 on the bottom. I thought that was a playing card for a second. Again, shout out to Rocket League's aesthetics, man. They continue to be some of the top in the game.
They definitely did really, really solid. We're seeing that right here. But half a game to go. North Dakota just in the lead by a goal here and in the lead in series 2-0. Cannonball, good 50, but no, not really. Great for Siena, as Altoid's going to have to be on his last life right here, going all the way back, trying to buy time, and he does a great job of it to allow the defense to set up behind him. But Siena not done with this pressure just yet. This one's on target. It's going to be a little bit high. Altoid has to save it. The Rocket got the boost and is able to get around the side of it, but Siena looking like they have new life, looking like maybe a different team than we saw here in the first couple of games.
Yeah, nice rebound on that one. That's going to be the second. So Argo putting up his second of the game. 3 goals for this, or 3 shots for this guy, 2 goals, and that's going to be Siena breaking that 1-score barrier that they've seen through game 1 and 2. It really seems like UND is seeming more comfortable up front and maybe isn't so much snapping to their defensive rotations, because that's some really impressive shots put up by Argo so far.
It really is. He's doing a lot better here. He's looking like almost like a fully new player coming out. He's been able to find the back of the net so consistently this game, all the plays that his teams have been making. And now Siena with another chance here. This should be a goal if Red Rocket doesn't get to it, but he does. And no boost flip into it, but he gets the boost here. And now Cannonball going to take some possession, take some boost, play it around the side, stick with it. But unfortunate for him, not able to find any kind of pay dirt or a little bit of center there.
Yeah, the situation is still better for UND coming through here, even though the score is tied. They're up 2-0 in the series, fighting with a lot more opportunities. This is a bit of a breakaway. Argyle's nice hit over to the side to keep this ball alive and keep Siena in the running.
Yeah, Siena not just in the running, but in threatening position right there, trying to put it on the net, and Siena trying to make us look both a little bit stupid here, but Altoid's gonna get the goal. I don't know if he got faked out by the defender here. I think it was Argyle just doesn't get onto the top of this ball. He plays it down on accident.
Yeah, so that is Rusty Manhole, I believe, who backed up on it. We talked earlier about kind of in non-effectual demolitions. It might have been kind of a definition of a non-effectual hit because that equaled out to was basically a pass onto an offending player who had all the momentum, all the boost in the world, takes the most of a shot, and now takes North Dakota the advantage again.
Taking advantage again has been the name of the game, but now a chance. Ivan McFarland with a decent 50. Argyle, he's going to score it. Cannonball's not going to get there, and yet again, Argyle comes here. This is a unfortunate 50, maybe not well advised from Altoid, as both of his players in the corner. Cannonball unable to get to this ball, and Argyle has done it all for this team this game.
Yeah, he really, really has. Talk about turning on. 4 shots, 3 goals, and throw a save on top of there. 2 of his goals have been assisted by McFarland, so has been a team player still. But still, I mean, just absolutely taking advantage of these breakaways has been the name of the game for our Argyle player.
But here we go. UND trying to end it here. Altoid got a good dunk over the top. A miss coming out. Now Cannonball. Can he play it corner in? He gets 1. He gets 2 for the shot. 4 seconds left. This might do it. It's gonna call for a miracle here from Siena to stay alive.
Cannonball doing everything. No teammates necessary. I was saying that Siena was playing so well with the teamwork earlier. Cannonball proving that just with some fancy footwork, you don't necessarily need numbers 2 or 3.
Oh, and here we go. Cut out. That's going to be no one there. North Dakota gonna take it in a sweep, but Siena gave them a run for their money here in Game 3.
Run for their money indeed. The predictions for both of us thwarted. 5-1 was mine. 4-0 was man Shope's here. So what? 0-2 for me. 1-2 for old man Shope here.
Yeah.
Shots, looking at them, 7 for the side of North Dakota, 6 for Siena, that makes sense. 4 saves for UND, 3 for Siena, makes sense. 2 assists, 2 assists. Yeah, this is both performance and statistically much more even matchup, and Siena should still go home, even from a 3-0, feeling much better about this game number 3 than games number 1 and 2.
Yeah, I'd agree. That's the momentum you want as you're moving in from this bracket or really this league play. You want to know that you can have that resiliency to come back and really push it there at the end. But good stuff to them. Really great stuff from North Dakota. That's a team that I think that we all thought were going to be good, and they showed it here again today, bouncing back off that loss last week to Wichita State. So going to be able to do that. But thank you guys again for sticking with us through this. That was the North Dakota and Siena series, and in just a moment we'll be back with our final series of today. So don't go anywhere. Welcome back, guys, to the EGF Collegiate Series here. Coming into our last series of the day. We're really excited to get this one. This is Fairfield versus Niagara. Niagara, a team that really blew out their opponent last week, but we'll see if that continues this week. And excited to see this Fairfield team get a chance to play.
Yes, sir. Fairfield coming in through here against an opponent, Niagara, just to be specific and got to here again on papers. Niagara absolutely took it to task last week, doubling up points wise against their opponent. I think it was like 12-1, 14-1, 12-0 or something like that. It was
Mm-hmm.
it was nasty. Niagara, a very very clear contender for possible best individual team in the EGFC here, even through week 2. They're going to be looking to continue that absolutely dominant streak against Fairfield. Fairfield do want to get their results from week 1. I just had the stats up. Do you have that up by chance, my man Shope?
I don't have the stats up on that, but I am ready to get it going here as we
Yep.
see it going ready. I'll take the Niagara squad this time here on the introductions. We have Ost 117, Pablo, and Pash the Schnitzel.
Pass the Schnitzel, yes sir. Matter, Soccer Scout, and Elysium making up the Fairfield squad. Taking it to task on defense so far is Niagara coming up. Now an early demolition as well.
Yeah, we're seeing that already. And a good demo, and a chance coming out, but not going to quite be there for Fairfield. So we'll see if Schnitzel gets this one middle. Not able to get it over the top. But been a lot of pressure for Fairfield already in the early going.
Yeah, they're definitely going to want to take better advantage of this ball and take possession. That's what I meant to say. Just simply have more time up on that. They'll have more opportunity at shots, but as it is, that's going to be way easier said than done than against a Niagara University squad playing very impressively so far. Matter trying to get up there, getting the necessary momentum. Schnitzel's back. That one's not perfectly centered. Soccer Scout hits that a little bit too hard, rounded out. Nice done by Fairfield to continue on this offensive push.
Yeah, already showing their ability to stay on this offensive end, and Niagara getting tested unlike they were last week. Been a lot tighter of a game, not able to get the pressure that they had, and Elysium now up on the wall. But still, doing a decent job as Niagara, keeping this ball towards the corner. Not in front of the net, but of course I say that. And Oss backflips, Pablo backflips, and Schnitzel has to come in to save it, and finally gets it maybe over Elysium, but no. It looks like right now Fairfield is just controlling the bars. Elysium, good lord, he comes in with a double.
What? Yeah, so from this angle, we can't really, I couldn't really tell his momentum so much, but my, oh my, that is a perfect, just absolute missile from the top left right there. Fantastically done. That is a Fairfield squad striking first and earning it all day long. So looking at this, looks like Fairfield College win against Siena week number 1, 3-0 game number 1, 2-0 game number 1, 5-1 game number 2. Wait, hang on. So Fairfield University took it to task against Siena College. Siena College was able to score once, but that's it. So both of these teams coming in, having won week 1, don't want to put that to a 500 even win-loss ratio. Continue on that win, put it up to 2-0.
That's what we're here, but we'll see as we go forward. Coming around now. Starts out to Elysium. Trying to get it going. Schnitzel has no boost here. Can they tell that? Matter picks up some boost of his own and he gets into the back wall. Looks like he was able to read that challenge, but misses this ball. Elysium, I think, was waiting on that touch, but up a bit early for my likings there. But not going to kill the attack just yet as Soccer Scout takes it down, but uses all his boosts to not really get a lot of a payoff there.
Seems like Niagara might be playing a bit passively on offense because they don't want to have another breakaway happen. Fairfield's up technically right now. Kind of seems like, yeah, again, they're just more opting to try and play their hand, play their time. They have 120 seconds left, and then try and wait for Fairfield to make a mistake and capitalize on that.
Yeah, that does seem to be the case. So here we go. Scout, 1. Trying to get it through, not going to be able to get it there just yet. Matter was having to back off of this. And while Fairfield has scored off that fantastic double tap coming out, not able to find too much of a chance just yet. As Matter, oh man, that was the best chance they've had. Niagara has been stuck in their own half, and looking at their boost, You can see why Pablo wastes some time for his team to get boost, but is it enough?
Oh,
It's not. Matter's able to slot it home.
man, oh man, yeah. So Matter putting up one, Elysium putting up a very impressive one to start this one off, and Fairfield University looking at counted 8 shots on goal so far versus Niagara's 1.
Big shots on first the one is very impressive.
Oh
We're gonna
no.
see. Oh
Oh
Lord.
no.
You
Oh my,
hate
oh
to
my.
see it. Niagara just giving it up right here. Schnitzel barely touches this one, and it touches right into Madison.
Yeah, so just a minor mistake by a Niagara University player from not getting a full hit on this, or at least second hit, turns in, yeah, with 2 teammates going for boost, turns into a 3rd goal now for Fairfield. Interesting stuff.
Interesting stuff indeed. Niagara, man, it's looking like they're just not feeling comfortable breaking out of their half. They can't find these passes out. They can't get the boost to keep it going. Austin with a little boost here tries to find something, but can't find the end of that shot, though. It was a chance. It's just, it seems like Fairfield's doing a really good job of shutting down all the chances Niagara has before they get started.
From the top, and now to the bottom, Matter taking that one, gifted all the way from the top here and hitting little backboard interaction as well. That's about as clean as you get it. Yes, Ost, I believe, was coming on in here, but I'm not sure about you, Show, but about 20-30 seconds ago, I did make sure, and yes, this is the same Niagara University squad from last week.
Yes, it definitely is. I saw that. Check it out. They're doing a great job here, but still not able to quite do. I mean, I want to say they're doing a great job. They're doing a good job of timing out this attack, but 4 goals given up, it's tough. Fairfield has just kept them from really getting on offense, which is where they thrived last week. But, I look for them to be able to come back and do it because we saw last week their firepower and their ability to score. And we just haven't seen them get a chance to do that this game. But I think it's definitely there.
I'd hate to call it, but is this like a Niagara University squad just maybe playing a little bit scared? Like, going down 1 after Elysium just puts, like, truly a hurting on them in the form of that missile that was rocketed from top left again. Really was just such an amazing play. Do you think that might have gotten into the mental here and led to a Fairfield shutout, a 4-0 in our first game?
I think so. I think that maybe also they were coming into this expecting it to be like last week where they were going to get space and they were going to be able to control it, and maybe kind of just got punched in the nose a little bit and backed off of it. But we don't want to take too much credit away from Fairfield because I mean that was some of the best play that I've seen. Matter putting away goals in Elysium, I mean just being ridiculous for most of it. So I do again. I think that they were a little scared. I think that they were a little bit shocked, but I don't want to take credit away from Fairfield.
Yeah, definitely can't do that, especially with the 4 goals total assists on 2 of them. That's a really, really good percentage on that one. And also just goes to show how one man can only do so much on a high level Rocket League team playing against another high level Rocket League team. Now this is bothered me. What does it say on your hat? Does that say NoFo?
Yeah, it's a local place I have around right across the street.
Oh,
So
okay, gotcha. Like a
stands
barbecue place
for
or something?
yeah, it's like a local business like that. Yeah, and it's no, it stands for North for Side.
Gotcha, gotcha. Back in Rocket League. Yeah, I needed to know that desperately, desperately. Soccer Scout taking this one, kicking it out so far. That even side hit is going to be mostly for the side of Blue. Elysium put this up, and it's really just those second touches from Blue, from Fairfield so far. Really has been. Whenever it's a second touch, it's not going to go randomly. It very infrequently goes over toward Niagara's side. It's just always coordinated, and they always get it to a teammate.
Yeah, they really do always get it to a teammate. They're doing a good job of that. And right now, again, we're seeing a little bit more of the midfield. Something I wanted to see coming into this game. But now a chance here. That's a good attempt at a bump, but a great dodge from Matter. Oh, sure, he was dead there, and Niagara already coming out swinging.
Yes, I like what they've done here. Niagara has turned it up a little bit. At this point last game, they were looking at a much different scoreline. So just based on that, they're playing markedly better.
They really are, and I think it's again they've woken up just a little bit and realized again they got punched in the mouth and came back swinging with it. So you'd love to see it. The speed of the gameplay is back up, but Fairfield not going anywhere too fast, getting a couple of chances right here as Matter comes around the side with it. He gets it past everybody. The dodge is not going to get there. What a goal from him.
Little cloud, little lightning, little thunder effect there at the end. Love to see it. As this is, oh man, who was it? Who was it? Game number 3 that was able to do that. Like just these really straight shots from that left side at the perfect angle, just barely threading the needle with that ball. I think that might have been the Villanova game. I'm not sure. We're moving forward. We're looking at Fairfield and Niagara.
Yeah, definitely. As Fairfield and Niagara have been so tight here in this second game, but it's been Fairfield that's won the first interaction. But you gotta love to see the life coming into Niagara. We've already talked about it, how they're gonna get much better. They're not being camped in their own half again, and have had some chances. But Fairfield swinging right back with a demo, and Pablo also with a decent touch, but it really just touches to Soccer Scout, who puts it away.
Yep, Soccer Scout now with 1 shot, 1 goal after, I think, what, a triple attempt there? Oz had a very solid shot at this defensive pop out. Just doesn't really get it on that one left or side most. Hits it more center. That results in a bounce up and down. A very easy pop-up play for the side of Fairfield.
Yeah, he really easy pop-up play for him, but still looking okay here. Niagara not panicking too much, only 2-0. So
Last shot here.
Yeah, decent shot, but it's gonna be played out. Lost again. Get the live coming back, getting down for an attack. But you know, I've really been impressed with Elysium's play, man. He's been really fast for things that look like they may be threatening, and right there, winning one again. Matter though, also been impressive. He gets it over the top. He plays it middle. Soccer Scout looking for the goal. He hits the one defender that's there. That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
You hate to see it.
Really does. I thought I'd misseen that one for a second, but yeah, really just there's one person in between him and goal. He just takes it and just absolutely faces him with it. Because this is Rocket League, it just bounces right out.
Yeah, it does. Now, and on the field, pass to Sizzle. He's got a decent shot here. Goes right to Elysium though. Follows up. There's no way he has enough boost for this double, is there? Oh, he got it, but not on target. Elysium did a fantastic twisting to that one to try to create something, but unfortunately not going to go there.
I think that this most of this matchup could be really wrapped up in the Fairfield play just a minute ago. Elysium making it look up front here. But what we're on board with Soccer Scout as it was coming back, and it kind of looked like it got past him, but cool, calm, and collected is Fairfield because Elysium was just back there to block it, and then 5 seconds later, 10 seconds later, come forth, make this third goal for them. Niagara without a score quite so far.
Yeah, no score so far. I mean, still look better than they did last game, but Fairfield has just taken that and been like, that's fine. We'll just play better as well, and have done a really good job of that. So hopefully here we'll see something going forward for Niagara, get this a little bit better, maybe break open the scoring. You know, maybe hopefully they didn't waste all of their goal scoring opportunities last series that they played last week.
Yeah, whatever Rocket League luck there is, let's hope they did not burn it up in a double-digit performance last week to yield in what is adding up right now to no scores. They have a whole other game, and honestly, I would be surprised if this is a team that goes another 5 minutes without a score, period, especially given that you can expect Fairfield to kind of open up a little bit in that game number 3, given that they're looking at a clean sweep. As it is, a minute left. Hope is dwindling for Niagara.
Yeah, it is starting to dwindle here. 3-0 with a minute left, and ball in their half is not the position you want to be in as a team, but a little bit of boost here for Schnitzel. Gets another follow-up on it. Can he get another touch? No, it's going to be Elysium. Cuts it out, and again, in the right place at the right time is Elysium to really stymie out anything and try to get something going for his team.
Yeah, Fairfield again just looking absolutely dominant on the defense. Even when they're on offense, they have the man that is ready to rotate at any given time. And that's just money. That has provided them so much value. You can guarantee Niagara would have put up at least a couple had that been different. Nice pop out here by Strasser.
Yeah, really solid pop out. But not really able to do anything with it again. It's Niagara. They've had chances, you know. I go back to that bump attempt that Matter was able to avoid early, and really a nice save I think that Matter had later in the game, where it looked like that Niagara was going to have a chance to score on this Fairfield team and just was unable to execute on the front end.
Ball now dropped. Like you said, just a kind of failure to execute there when brass tacks, right? When it really comes down and matters. That is unfortunately, yeah, just Niagara squad that was unable to get another one of those. 3-0. I said it before, man. I gotta say it again. Niagara University. I'll be very, very surprised. Yes, they only had 3 shots, but I'll be very surprised if they go another full 5 minutes without even a single score. It's a talented
Yeah,
squad. It just they did get kind of exposed here, though.
they definitely did, and I mean, I like what Fairfield's done. They've looked really, really good with their gameplay. But I mean, they're not a perfect team by any stretch of the imagination. And like you were saying, I don't think that it'll be able to go without them scoring again. They had the chances, they had the bumps that they just missed, and so look for this last or potential last game to not be a shutout.
It's possible. On paper, that's what we have. Is this is total of 7 for Fairfield, 4 for the first game. Jeez, I'm tired. Fourth of first game, 3 for the second game, and unfortunately, total of 0 still for Niagara. What, looking at 37 points or something like that scored in the first week here, and none so far in week number 2. Night and day performance from Niagara, but that can be expected with different teammates here. Fairfield, you really just posing that bugbear of a monster coming at him right now with big scores up.
Yeah, that's true. That's the truth, and we're gonna see here though. Can Elysium and Matter? I mean, it's Soccer Scout to a lesser extent, but I think it's been those two keep up this momentum here in this game, or will Pablo and Co. be able to get something going against Schnitzel? Oh, he had a threatening chance there, but Matter yet again not allowing anything into his net.
Yeah, this is still a Niagara University squad that hasn't given up hope by any means. They got plenty of time and a whole other opportunity to draw this 2-1, win that one. You're back to the true neutral, back to a game 5. Basically, best of 1 at that point. That's the positive way to look at it. Shope.
That is the case, and here we go though. Oh, a chance. Matter, can he get around it? No. No, but he's going to have another chance, another stab at it, but Ost is there. And I think Fairfield now is starting to realize some of the attacking potential that Niagara has, and you're seeing them not commit up quite as much, and are just content to stay back a bit and keep possession as Matter comes across.
This is a third soft pop by Niagara University. I feel like I hardly need to talk about it too much. When it happens, like literally 3 times in a row, just a super soft pop. When at least the second and third ones could have been way harder. It just literally ends up right in front of goal, or just received by a Fairfield University player every single time. And if it's not working, you got to change something up.
You definitely do. Sometimes you just have to change something up. So we'll see now.
Solid demo. That could be it. That could be the change in game plan that they need. 90 seconds in, nobody's taken one yet. You know, this is still completely Niagara's.
That should be the goal.
There you go,
there
Pablo.
You go. I mean, I want to say, Tugbo, you called it. I mean, you said they're not going to scoring, and they're go off setting it up for Matter. Only so much you can do as Pablo puts this one in, and now Fairfield on their back foot, being down for the first time in this year. First time they've been scored on.
Yeah, straight up. That is getting number 3. And now 3 shots for Niagara University. I think that makes a lot more sense than Soccer Scout and the rest of Fairfield do not like the position they're in, Shope. They want to be at least tied.
Yeah, they definitely want to be at least tied. So. Good Lord. What can you say about it? That was fantastic stuff from them. But
off the rip. I think
really
that's the fastest. That's going to be the fastest score of today, right?
It's got to be the fastest score of the day. I don't know what else, how you can score faster.
Yeah, like an inverted pinch, that's literally the only, I think that's literally the only way. One of those 130-kilometer-hour, something like that. Oz taking this one out, over to Schnitzel.
Oh man, it's going to be down from Pablo, and Matters coming out the back to do the ceiling save out of the goal. Now Elysium looking for a bump, maybe, no, goes for a touch, tries to put it towards the middle. Soccer Scout's going to play it back in for his teammates. Matter. He's looking middle. He's going towards the corner. He's not going to have it just yet. Oh, man. It's been close for Fairfield here, but they can't get that deciding goal just yet. Niagara's still in their half. Ball in front of the net. And that's a shot Soccer Scout's going to wish he could have put on target. Puts out a little bit high, and Niagara stays alive.
Yeah, so bit uncharacteristic from what we've seen from Fairfield so far, but Niagara again waking up every way, shape, and form. Some solid defense on that one. Before that, though, I had to say it again. Soft pops all the way out. They're like 3 times in a row. That's just giving opportunity after opportunity to Fairfield University.
Yeah, it really is. And here we go. Oh, baby.
Could have been beautiful.
Could have been beautiful. Not quite going to be there. Some over the top. Tries to find it.
Could have been different. Pablo had low boost right there. He's happy to have gotten up and gotten the necessary touch. As it is, you see him in company on the defense. Pablo up.
Pablo, ooh, there's a chance now, Elysium, but it's going to be Austin. Niagara takes the yet again, and somehow, man, they have decided to turn it on here in this game 3.
Yeah, so he wants a bite, and it turns out to be spicy. Nicely done by Aust right there. That's going to be his first, correct? Yeah, it's going to be his first. Does have an assist as well. Does have a save. 2 shots on, 1 goal made. Very solid position here for Fairfield. They were up by 1 when it was 1-0, but now put up the second here. Didn't put up a single 1-1 games 1 and 2. It was a solid position they're in.
Solid position the other way. Niagara finally showing that life, man. Finally showing that firepower that we knew they had in them, taking a 2-1 lead here. 1:15 left. Can Fairfield find something going, or are we going to see a potential comeback like we saw in the last series? Matter up to the ceiling. He's got it. He's got some boost. He gets the flip reset. He's over 1. Can he find a second touch? He doesn't need to. The opponent's going to do it for him, and Matter ties the game.
Yeah, just like that. That's how it's going to go when you have a Fairfield University squad that does not give up. Man, that would have bounced out. You're right. Just that bare little touch, that back right? Little fender action does yield a Niagara technical own goal. 2-2, tied up score.
He goes up. He's not going to be able to find this one. And Schnitzel plays it long. It's going to be to Alls, back to Schnitzel, but it's around him. Soccer Scout. And a whiff on the wall from Pablo. Soccer Scout's going to have a chance. It's going to be going hard middle. Matter to the outside. No. Now Elysium. He gets a touch around it. It's heading corner, but it bounced a post. Unfortunate bounce for him. You never know how it's going to go when it hits the post.
Yes, that was the perfect angle there. That was the perfect 90-degree angle out the pop. No, meaning that literally a degree or two more, it would have angled inside. Probably resulted in the goal, and probably resulted in Fairfield up at 3-2 right now. As it is, we're looking at possible overtime situation, Shope.
That we are. Scout also have a shot chance, but it doesn't matter. Elysium says, look, last time I hit the quarter post. This time I'm not going to give it that. Put it up 90 and just right in the back of the net.
Yeah, it doesn't even hardly give a chance that side post to kiss his shot and say goodbye. 14 seconds to go. Fairfield up 3-2. Solid position. Might be keep away time. Oh, that was almost dangerous.
That it was, and now awesome. Decent touch back towards Schnitzel. Now towards the middle, but that's away from all of his players. It's going to have to be probably Pablo. No, now Oz to keep this ball up. It's up, but it's down, and there we go. Fairfield with the sweep over Niagara, but Niagara, again, much like in the last series, you like what you saw towards the end of it, where they got the momentum going.
100%. We've been talking about the similarities between shots and other stats all day today. Split all apart. Our Fairfield University's scores here. Matter 1, Elysium 1, Soccer Scout 1. Same kind of thing with Niagara. Ost 1, Pablo 1. What it says to me, Shope, is a very well-coordinated team-based game. I mean, yes, like 1 and 2 were not so much that way, but Niagara really did turn it on for that game number 3 and came, just a hair's breadth away from pushing this to at least overtime and the beginning of that possible reverse sweep. As it is, the broom has been brought out. Fairfield up 3-0 after the 3-2 performance there in the game number 3. A lot of threes there.
Yeah, really a lot of threes there. We speaking of a lot of threes, we saw a lot of 3-0s today. I think really the only one series that went to 5 games was that reverse sweep.
Oh, you're right, actually, yeah.
Everything
Villanova
else,
Xavier.
so
Yeah.
we either had a sweep or a reverse sweep for everything today, and
Lots of cleaning here at EGFC.
lots of cleaning, bringing out the brooms, man. But yeah,
Yeah,
this has
what
been
cobwebs more, everything taken out here. Well, they say spring cleaning sometimes, we'll call it fall cleaning here at EGF because, like you said, only sweeps are reverses.
But you loved it, man. I loved the games
I
we
did.
had today. It was a great day of
And I
Rocket
loved
League here at
casting it with you,
EGF.
Shope.
Yeah, I love casting with you too, Tug. But man, it's always a great time. But we'll take a look ahead at the schedule we got coming up. I think we're back at it again Wednesday next week
Yep.
for that action. And you know, I can't
Yeah.
can't look forward enough to that kind of stuff. So,
Word. Yeah. Just run.
Bud, you
Then
got any
just
words? Go ahead. Sorry.
I was just gonna run through the rest of that schedule really. What tomorrow? I personally will be on the EGF Overwatch channel, not the main channel, I believe, for this week. That's gonna be starting over there at 4:30, and I believe that's pretty much same time Monday through Thursday for what FIFA Mondays, Super Smash Brothers Tuesday, Rocket League Wednesday, and Overwatch
Hmm.
Friday. League of Legends will be peppered on in there for you esports fans who like different games and whatnot. But with that show, I do believe we've reached my least favorite part of any broadcast. That, of course, is the end. I'm FBI Tubbo. That's the man Shope over there. We got my man Juke over there producing away, making our jobs just so much easier. You can find all of us on Twitter as well as the EGF over there, official EGF. Check it out on Twitter. You can get a lot more spicy, awesome Rocket League competitions as well as other esports. I want to thank you guys for tuning on in here, and Shope and I will tell you so long, good night.
Peace.